you every morning and evening, yeah. I was drunk when I was writing this, and I'm drunk now spitting this. I'll be drunk when it gets released, so if you're mad, I don't give a shit. Don't go back if I make it big, bitch, you ain't getting benefits. It hurts me to know your loving was counterfeit. Baby, I'm sorry.
I never meant to.
Baby, I'm sorry.
Girl, I wouldn't hurt you.
Baby, I'm sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. Yeah.
How's it going, everybody? It is good to see y'all. It is good to see y'all. To my right, we have the man himself, Derek, back again. Last one he was on, he's back again on this one as well. Watching the Pacers in the Knicks game, real quick, checking into it. They get it out. Siakam. I should have done more research on the names of players. Siakam, three-pointer, misses that one. Derek already said Jalen Brunson 3 of 3 tonight. He's already making buckets. 8 to 3 to score. 9:26 left in the first quarter. Foul on the Pacers. Going to be shots for the Knicks at the free throw line. Chad, it's going to be interesting to see how this game goes. 3-1.
Check out the lob.
Pacers. Oh, that is, oh my God. Mitchell Robinson went up top to get a nice lob. Interesting to see the development of this game, Chad. We've obviously been seeing the development of this series through the first 4 games. Jalen already 3 of 3 with an assist as well. It's a great start for him. Gonna need a big game out of it. One of the big question marks with the Knicks right now, timeout coming in as well, is the debate between how well the Knicks do without Jalen Brunson on the court at the same time with Cat. It's a big thing in game 3 when they won the first game at home against the first Pacers home game. The Knicks won, and they went like plus 15 with Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns not on the court at the same time, which is kind of crazy. Definitely something that is, I think, going to be if the series is finished here and the season is finished for the Knicks here, I think it'll be interesting to see what the plans for the Knicks are. I honestly don't think you need to do too terribly much. I think, first year with Cat, I think that kind of the Wolves are in the same spot. We were talking about it before the stream. The Wolves are kind of in the same spot where they were, first year with Julius. You just traded away the hometown guy in Cat, who has been, had been drafted by the Wolves, had been on the team for an extended period of time. Right. Moving him is kind of a big deal. You got to fit in Julius Randle, who plays very differently than Cat. Maybe not. They play fairly similarly. It's just,
I think Cat's a better fit.
I think, yeah, for the Wolves.
Scheme. No, for
the
Cat's a better
Knicks.
fit for this.
Yeah, 100%. I think Julius is definitely more of that needs the ball handling drive inside. Cat has that ability to pass, has the ability to shoot from deep. Julius is a little bit worse at passing and three shooting than Cat, but is much better in the paint. Just like he's just stronger in the paint, can do more in the paint. Whereas Cat is, again, able to do the passing, able to shoot the three a little bit better. So yeah, fits for the Knicks a little bit more. So I think one of those were both of these teams, if they are eliminated, fairly similar kind of situations. The Wolves have a little bit deeper of a bench with Dante, with Nas, with all those guys. But obviously, as we saw, didn't really matter. You only won one game.
Right.
I call it a gentleman's sweep. The Thunder just wanted to win it at home. They had like a big 30-burger loss from the Wolves in this series, but didn't matter at the end of the day. Still won it in 5. And I think that's kind of something that is going to be consistent for a little while. We were talking about how, just ridiculous the Thunder really are. They're the youngest team since the Oklahoma City Thunder to get to the Western, to the finals. I believe that was with KD and Russ. Yeah, no Harden. So one of those where they're doing it again. Obviously, it's pretty. The Thunder organization is pretty astounding. They've created now 3 championship-worthy teams at this point, and haven't done anything like odd to do it. Even Shea Gilgeous and Alexander started in LA, was a Clipper for a little bit. They traded him and traded to get him, and people in LA were excited to not have Shea on the team anymore. And people in OKC were a little bit, I don't know, he's kind of small. Doesn't seem like he can do much. And he has turned his entire game into being basically the best. If not, he's the MVP for a reason. You can talk all you want about baiting fouls, chat. part of the game. That's just part of the game. And he does, maybe if he flops, it's still, usually even when he's flopping, it's just after he gets fouled. It's not like he's flopping into a foul. It's usually he's getting bumped and he's exaggerating to get, make sure the call is called.
He wins his Oscar, definitely.
Yeah. Which again is just part of the league. It's just part of the league now. There's guys who are better at it. There's guys who do it too much, who refs don't respect. And there's guys, there's guys who do it the correct amount. And that is kind of where we're at with Shea. So real quick, we're getting that second free throw from OG now. And a newbie looking to also have a big game. The Knicks are overall, they're built well. I think they're gonna have a fine year. That one's good. 10-3, early lead, 7-point lead for the Knicks. This one's in New York as well. 15-7 in potential game-closing games. Pascal Siakam with the post fade. That was kind of nice. 5-10. Gets out in transition. Gets into his spot. Gets a bucket. Got McHale now with it up top left elbow. Passes over the middle. Old Sun player. Would love to see him get a ring. Might not be this year, though. Gets it out to Cat. Cat drives inside on Siakam, who just had the last bucket. He gets a potential lay. Goes in and out. Transition now. Pascal with the ball again. Is out to
the back.
Gets it out now to the three-point line. Another three from the Pacers. Misses that one. Pacers known to push and shoot lots of threes. Has been very beneficial for them throughout the playoffs so far. Jalen Brunson now. Going to work. Nembhard gets past. Going to be a foul called, I believe, on Nembhard.
Good call.
It's a good call. It's a good call. Oh. Did he fall on his ankle? What's he holding?
Yeah, suck that up.
He's holding both knees. He's fine. Jalen's fine, Chad. Neesmith, my bad. I said Nembhard. Neesmith. I think he kind of locked up his right foot on the fall. Neesmith fell. Nothing.
See that?
Yeah, right on that foot. Yeah, holds it as he's still moving that way. Body's not recognizing it. So, should be good. Did you see Westbrook announced that he had a broken hand?
Yes.
Kind of crazy.
Had surgery. In fact, yesterday.
Yeah.
This morning, something like that. Yeah.
Kind of insane, actually. It's random fact. But he was like, yeah, happy to everybody. And it was like, wait, you had a broken hand the whole time? And he was like, yeah. Everybody was like, that's why he was airballing. And I was like, I don't know about that one. But transition, turnover for the Knicks after that foul call. McHale, the primary defender on Turner. Now they get it out to Tyrese. Dad in attendance for game 4 after being not allowed to be at the games after getting into it with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Outside to the right elbow 3. That's cash money, chat. That's cash, chat.
Beautiful shot.
So it's what we like to see, Chad. Just bring the game close. Go on some runs. Derek, obviously you know it. Basketball is a game of runs. It's a game of runs. Jalen Brunson now at the free throw line. Backing down.
Got him.
Gets the hook. Misses it, though. Got to his spot. Got the hook shot he wanted. Little floater, maybe. Pascal now, left elbow. He's got no one to his back left side. He can kind of go to work if he wants. Drives inside. Another fadeaway. Misses that one, but they call a foul on Cat.
That's not a good call.
I didn't think there was much contact there. I thought it was good contact. I thought they were letting him play there. It looked good to just let him play there, and then
See his hand.
it's the one before, the three-pointer just now.
Beautiful stroke.
Pause.
That was not good. Look. He didn't, that's terrible. That's a terrible.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like it, Chad. Again, I'm always about I'm fine with the leaving hands on people and stuff, and the bump and chat.
It's so soft, man.
Yeah, you gotta. And
playoffs,
Pascal started it. Pascal was at the right elbow. He misses the first free throw. It was right at the left elbow 3. Drove inside with the right hand, bumped off, spun around, shot the fade. Like I don't know. To me, you can't be calling stuff like that just because it's just regular basketball to me. Game 4 against the Knicks. Pascal had 30 points. Good Lord. Pascal got a lot of experience in Toronto. Got to play with Kawhi. Got to play with Fred VanVleet. It's a lot of experience there. Makes the second one 9-10. Now the score 7:39 left in the first quarter. Lead is the Knicks.
Got to step up offensively.
Yeah, I think
Brunson can't just do everything.
Jalen's got to he's his best when he can get assists going. He had a first one. I mean, they had 6 points. Got that first assist. Mitchell Robinson inside tries to give it to McHale. He had it inside. McHale now bodying with Tyrese. Mid-range shot from McHale. I've seen that plenty of times in Phoenix, Chad. It's pure.
Indiana's playing some really good.
They're playing. That was great defense from Tyrese Haliburton. Tyrese now gets it out to Pascal. He drives on Mikal Bridges. Looking for his post again. Right-handed lay. Misses that one. Put back miss.
Get up.
Rebound is going to go in favor of the Knicks. It goes out of bounds. Jalen trying to get quick into the play. Gets to McHale, their primary ball handler, when Jalen is not the primary ball handler.
Fundamental basketball, man.
Yeah, they
Box
need
out when the
just
ball
figure
is
it
shot
out. Play normal, just play normal basketball. You don't got anything crazy right now against
Right.
the Pacers until they do something. Mikal drives. Miles Turner in front of him. He tries to lay it up. It's a block from Miles Turner. That would have been a difficult lay in general. Miles Turner, a long, elongated human. Tyrese gets it over to feed to, I forgot what his last name is, Shepard.
Yeah.
Tyrese drives to the right side. He's looking for the foul. Doesn't get it.
Good
Rebound.
No call. Good no call.
Rebound to Cat. That was a good no call. I like it. Again, Chad, in elimination games like this, man, you got to let dudes just play physical. Jalen sets a good pick. OG drives inside on the smaller Shepard. Misses the lay. Mitchell tries to get the... They're going to call a foul on Miles Turner, I believe. Mitchell Robinson looked like he was boxing out on that rebound. Gets the call. Tom Thibodeau, not under fire yet. I think he's got one more year before he's on a hot seat.
You think so?
Yeah, it's one of those where you're playing against tough. They've had some really tough series. So you played the C's, you beat the C's. This one just kind of got out of hand, and the Pacers are kind of that, that surprise run team. They just didn't get stopped, and have just been so hot since. So it's tough. I don't think you're in a hot seat yet. OG step back 3-pointer, misses that one.
Good shot, man.
It was a good shot. Good attempt too after the foul. Tyrese now in transition. Pump fake, gets fouled. Don't really.
Why did you foul him, OG?
I don't know what OG was doing there. It wasn't a great. He closed out and got him to pull the shot down.
OG, why would you think he can make this shot?
And then he just holds his hand down.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, it would have been an awkward 3. OG really didn't need a foul. If he makes it, he makes it in that scenario. You don't got a foul on that personally.
That's called
Tyrese now, and
mental
OG's got now another foul. You don't really want that type of stuff. In the last game for the Pacers, Tyrese had 32, 12, and 15. That's in 4 steals. Holy shit. In no TOs? Oh my God. I wish I'd watched that game. That's crazy. Yeah, they said,
First time in history.
it was funny. Someone posted that he had like 424 yards without an interception. That's how much. That's how much. Yeah, that's how much he had thrown.
Dimes.
Yeah, with no TOs, which is pretty crazy in basketball to not have a single TO with 12 assists. That amount of time. That amount of distance covered by your passes. Line up for his second free throw. Misses. Oh, he misses it. I think that's 3 or 4 missed free throws for the Pacers already. Could have tied the game up there. Instead, the Knicks remain up. Mikal now just up top at 3. Gets it to Jalen. Their go-to. He drives to the left side. Miles on him. Get it to the corner. Cat 3-point attempt. That's Cat's shot.
Beautiful shot.
Cat catch and shoot is always pure, chat. It is always pure. Shepard drives behind the back. Oh my God. Misses the layup. That was a tough behind the back by Shepard. Would have been a clean bucket. Cat now, after the made 3, drives inside, gets to where he wants to go, gets the bucket. No foul call. I'm okay with it, though.
Yeah.
Get inside. They want to let him play physical. Like I said, elimination games, you're going to have to let a lot go. Drive inside by the Pacers. Weird one-legged fadeaway. Dirk-esque. Gets the bucket. 13-17. Good pace right now from both teams. Jalen now in transition. Gets the top right 3. Has Miles Turner on him.
I'm sorry, shoot the ball.
Trying to go to work. He pulls up the 3-pointer. Cash, like Derek said. Pull up and shoot that shit in his face, and he does. 20-13. Timothy Chalamet and Steve Carell at the game tonight, chat. Random tidbit. Shout out Pat McAfee calling him out at the Pacers game. It's pretty funny, actually. Gets up top. 3-point attempt. Brings it back down. They get it to Tyrese. Tyrese looking for a pick. Gonna need to put it up quick. 3, 2. Oh, my God. Holy shit, I thought he made it. It's a fadeaway 3 falling to his left side. Tyrese missed it. Jalen with another 3. Cash! Oh, shit, he's hot. How many points does Jalen already have?
He's 5 for 6 from the field right
Holy shit, Jalen is cooking off the rip. 23-13, a timeout from the Pacers.
Has, 11 points?
He's got 12 already. He's got 2 threes. He's got 5 assists. He's got 2 assists and 2 rebounds as well. Holy shit, that was kind of nuts.
Jalen, you looking good, my brother. It's the first quarter.
That was kind of nuts. Got to keep it going. Got to keep it going. That was tough, though. That was tough. I mean, pull-up threes. You get that guy going early, and then, like you said, hopefully the scoring from other people can start to come in. We saw a 3 from Cat as well, so scoring looks like not going to be the problem. It's just this defense is looking good. Can they keep the defense?
And it seems like New York's offense is most effective and efficient when they have right spacing.
Correct. Yes, and if the Pacers thrive so much in the transition game that if you can get into a set defense, they're still going to do well in set offenses, but your chances are much better with a set defense. You just got to stop the transition. And a good way to stop transition, make buckets. Don't allow transition in general. Don't turn the ball over. Those simple things can help out a lot. It's a problem that the Suns have had a lot this year where it was their transition defense was not great. And then you see them, when they start to get to the heavy making of buckets, their set defense is much better and stuff. So
poor shots breeds, long misses.
Yeah, exactly.
Off to the races.
Yeah, and you're playing against a team that is looking to run every single, even on made shots. The Pacers do it on made shots where you'll make a shot, they'll be or someone like Miles Turner will catch the ball and run out of bounds and throw it to half court, and you're immediately in half court transition defense, like you're trying to play fast. So one of those where as if you can continue to get them to have to play one hard defense where they're having to run off screens, having to run out their energy, and then you get a bucket on that same possession, you're setting yourself up much better on the other side of the ball. And then you see them just playing good defense. Jalen's doing well. Cat's doing well. You've got Mitchell and OG. You got long guys who can play defense. So just going to need to see that a lot. And again, the one thing that people do harp on Thibodeau currently is just the amount of time he plays starters, which granted in the playoffs doesn't really matter at all.
That's my next point. I mean, guys have to rest, but you have to know when to bring guys in, guys out.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, guys' legs are just shot by the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
So.
And you can't be doing it through like fouls. Like there's a lot of times where Thibodeau will have to sit someone because they have like 3 fouls. And a lot of people will say like, just pull, like you didn't need him to play that extra 2 minutes. Like you could have had him pull that minute, like at the end of the half.
It matters.
You could have had him come out, but he's at the end of 24 minutes of play.
Bro.
He's played 20 minutes.
Track meet.
The odds of him fouling in the last 2 minutes of the half are probably higher because he's been playing the whole time. So then he has his third or his fourth foul, and you're like, oh, we can't play him the whole, the first half of the third quarter. And it's like, yeah, but if you had just allowed him, or if you'd put him in a better position to not be, the primary defender on X, Y, and Z, which granted, there's a whole lot that goes into that. Then just be like, oh, Cat, don't defend Jalen Brunson. And be like, yeah, that'd be great. Right. At some point, someone has to, or my bad, Tyrese. Like, Cat, don't guard Tyrese. And it's like, that would be great if I could just like not guard Tyrese. That'd be sick. The odds of that happening are fairly small because as soon as Tyrese sees, Cat's got 3 fouls, it'd be crazy if he had a 4th one. All they're going to do is run screens. They're going to get Cat into every position possible to foul again. So, I mean, doesn't matter when you got a guy like Jalen Brunson just going nuts, chat.
Cooking.
And not even at the free throw line. Normally where he's kind of gets himself hot is at the free throw line. But like Derek said, he was 3 for 3 to start the game. He's 5 for 6. He's got 2 threes already. He is currently 5 for 6. The entire Pacers team is currently 4 for 11. And that's not 4 for 11 missing open shot. That's 4 of 11 missing highly contested. You got a fadeaway, left falling away, fadeaway 3 from Tyrese. Not a good shot. Like, you've got good defense right now, good physical defense, a lot of activity. Get it to the corner, TJ McConnell. Tries to lay it up. That's 2 behind the rim. I can't tell what's going on right now. The Pacers got a rebound. It's going to be out of bounds on the Knicks. Miss lay from, I believe that's TJ McConnell. Yeah. And then a miss lay from Obi Toppin or Tyrese Bradley. Obi Toppin, I believe, is one.
Good foul.
Good foul there. Misses the lay. It's going to be free throws here, but it's a good foul. TJ McConnell wasn't winning or Obi Toppin wasn't winning wasn't going to get an easy lay there. Make him earn it at the line. Obi Toppin, not known phenomenally for his free throw shooting.
That was a really smart heads up foul.
And not a crazy foul, like not putting yourself in a worrisome spot of like, oh, is it a flagrant or anything? Yeah, you're just good hard foul. Did you see that foul? It was a while ago. Caitlin Clark had on Angel Reese.
Yes, I did.
Did you think there was anything more than just hard foul?
That wasn't I wouldn't call it a hard foul. It was flagrant because it's purposeful.
Yeah, 100%. She clocked back and
the play right before that happened, Caitlin was complaining to the ref because that happened to her teammate. It's like, call the foul. So she said, oh, okay. And she's not going to give Angel Reese a free layup. So she fouled her.
Yeah.
Angel Reese's reprieve to that was a bit extra. But I thought Caitlin Clark made the right call on that.
And I personally, like, one of those where, I personally don't care. Like, I honestly think that those two currently, whether they have real beef or not, I think it's great
I don't think they do.
I think it's great for women's basketball. It's great for women's basketball, man. Jalen Brunson fade. Oh my God.
Cooking.
Oh my God, Chad, dude.
He's cooking.
Dude, Jalen Brunson is on a tear right now, Chad. 25. No, 6 for 7.
6 for 7.
14 points. Going absolutely nuclear off the rep. TJ over. Get it all the way over to the corner. To Ty Bradley.
Way to move his legs in defense. Good job.
Moving quick. Tyrese inside. elbow, 3-pointer.
You don't want to make that. Yeah, you
Cash is in. Dude, we're good. This is a bucket show right
What's
now.
this kid's name?
I believe that is Ty Bradley.
Is the guy who shot the ball?
Tony Bradley.
Yeah.
No, that's not Tony Bradley.
No. Different complexion.
TJ McConnell,
McConnell.
possibly. Chad, I need to know more of the Pacers names. I don't know I think it's TJ McConnell.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Good stroke.
TJ McConnell has been known to just shoot well.
Oh, come on. That's a foul.
They call a strip instead of a foul there.
Really? Yeah, TJ McConnell. Yeah, good call. That was a foul.
They get it up top. Obi Toppin, pump fake. Josh Hart defense on him. They get it into TJ
traveled.
now. He drives. Gets it back outside.
Great
now get back to
defense.
Tyrese. This is a great defense right now.
Perimeter defense.
Swarming defense. Inside layup attempt. Misses that one. Just great defense. Mitchell Robinson with the big
job,
man
Rob.
rebound.
Yes.
Mitchell Robinson been under
Yes.
some flack as of late. They get it up to Josh Hart. Just look for Jalen. Nobody should be shooting the basket. Oh,
Dunk
never
the
mind. Mitchell
basketball.
Robinson's wide open underneath
Thank
the
you very
basket.
much.
Gets the rebound. Gets in transition. Pacers lose them. It's a dunk for Mitchell Robinson. 12 points in the paint already for the Knicks. Obi Toppin, 3-point attempt. Misses that one. Rebound from Mitchell Robinson. Great
good
box
job.
out.
Thank you. Basketball.
That was great.
Box out.
Jalen Brunson now with the ball. Pull up 3-point. Oh my God, that'd have been nuts.
If you'd have
We
made
all
it
knew
the
he was
roof
doing
of the
it, but it would have been
kickball.
crazy. Gonna be a kicked ball. Oh, they're not gonna call a kick ball.
It's Pacer basketball. They said, I thought Pacers knocked that out.
It looked like they were saying it was. Don't know what happened there. Just Obi Toppin just got stuck at the top, and they both took the Pacers guy and decided to not drop
the
instead.
Pacers put that out. That's good call. Josh Hart. That kid is all heart, man.
Yeah, he is. He is. It's been actually very fun to see Josh Hart kind of have a resurgence in New York now.
Yeah.
One of those where he wasn't like talked bad on, but one of those where he's always just been a good role player. He fits in everywhere.
Right.
Does what he needs to do.
It always happens when you play with LeBron James. No offense to him, but players kind of can't really see their full potential.
Yeah, you don't get to be the shining star if you're playing with LeBron. Josh Hart drives inside, stops just inside the paint.
Great
3-point attempt from
shot.
McHale. Misses that one. I like it though.
That was a foul down low.
Good catch and shoot on the rebound. Pascal drives inside.
Good
Good bucket. No call there. I thought they might call a foul on Josh Hart there.
Yeah.
It's a good no call. Just
That
let
was
him
a
go
foul
by.
At the end on Robinson.
Jalen
7 points.
bringing
is
it
not
up the
enough. We
court
gotta get
now.
more.
Mathurin on him. Drives to the right side. Gets inside. Step
serious?
through. Misses that one. I thought he had that leg.
I did.
Cooled off a little bit now for Jalen. They get to the corner. Josh Hart closes out. Get it over to TJ.
Good shot
TJ
the
now
ball.
leading the
He wasn't
offense.
ready to shoot.
Trying to get to Pascal. Gets it to him. Now they get it to Mathurin. He takes a 3-pointer. Cash is in. Everybody's just raining threes right now, chat. My God. This
That's
is
what
pretty.
Indiana does.
This is pretty wild
They
right
let
now,
it fly.
chat. They do just let it fly. Just shoot that.
I mean, they're 4 for 8.
Shoot that rock, man.
They
Shoot that rock.
50% from 3 right now, so they got it.
And they're behind, so they're trying to. Hey, three's always better than 2.
Yeah.
This is the league. McHale drives
Dunk
inside,
that.
gets it outside. Josh Hart now gets
Josh,
it
shoot the
out to
ball,
Josh
baby.
Hart. 3-point attempt. Misses that one. Good 3 though.
Yeah, it was.
Again, I like the movement there from the Knicks. Just gotta cash in. Keep shooting though. Shoot or shoot. Won't be the last possession.
JB, if you had a choice as to who you want to win this
15
game
seconds
tonight,
left.
who you going for?
I would
boss?
go for the Knicks. I would go for the.
Go for New York?
I
The
want
Knicks?
more. Yeah, I want more games.
I
Any
agree.
more close series are more entertaining to me.
Yeah, this is a great series.
And I do think 3-point attempt misses that one.
Nice.
McHale can get a shot up. He shoots from half court. Oh my God. It wasn't close. But
From our angle, it looked like it had great
it didn't
potential,
look,
right?
it didn't look like it was going through. TJ McConnell livid.
Yeah, he's upset about
That was weird. Pascal, did you try and I don't know.
That's a bucket.
That's a good no call. That 100% would have been called a foul on. Hey, that's basketball, chat. Mathurin throwing his hands up, chat. Mathurin, chill out, bro. He's just grabbing the jersey. Just run in transition. He did make the 3 anyways, too, right after he got pulled in the back. So first quarter comes to an end, 27-23. Knicks in front. Jalen Brunson went nuclear in the first 3 quarters of
14 points in
that
the
quarter.
first
Yeah, that was nuts. That was nuts. I mean, it was the Brunson show for a little bit there, Chad. It was the Brunson show for sure. Cooled down a little bit though. Cooled down a little bit there towards the end, which is fine. I mean, obviously you Usually guys cool down at some point. Just happened to be right there at the end. And they had the lead, so you're kind of in the spot as a team where you're like, yeah, bro, let Jalen continue to shoot until it's either tied or a 2-point game, bro. Just let him shoot until he's missing everything. Josh Hart comes in, does well defensively. They do a good job fouling on the correct possessions. Mitchell Robinson 2 for 2, Cat 2 for 4. And like I said, they don't have Cat on the floor right now, so they go to that Jalen Brunson on his own on the court. Because they've seen a little bit more success when those guys are separated. It's a lot of firepower on the floor all at one time. If you can separate that and make it work, it's a good winning formula for yourself. So be interesting to see how they do that the rest of the game. One of those where they can't do that at the end of the game, obviously, because you got to keep your firepower on the floor. But if it works better when they're not on the floor, then what's the decision you make? Is Tom Thibodeau. Is his name Thomas Thibodeau? What's his name? Thibodeau. Yeah, that's Thibodeau. Tyrese 0 for 2, doesn't have a bucket today. Doesn't have a bucket yet. Andrew Nemhard 1 for 3. You've got 1 bucket from 3 bench guys. You got all threes from them too. So you got 1 of 1 from TJ McConnell from the bench. You got 1 of 2 from Mathurin. We just saw that last 3 he made. And then Ben Shepherd with the 3 as well. So bench comes in for the Pacers and kind of keeps it close. That's a 9-point swing from those 3 guys. You don't have a bucket from the bench of the Knicks right now. Yeah, you only have 2 guys who have played so far, Miles McBride and Josh Hart. So obviously, we all know that. It's interesting because they always decide to put up stats of like, oh, look at how many more points the bench of the Pacers have scored against any team they play. Any team that plays against the Knicks. Look at how many points the bench has scored against the Knicks bench. And it's like, yeah, dude, they play 1 guy from the bench. Obviously, they're not going to score that many points from the bench, bro. Because they'll just sub in Cat with Miles McBride or someone, and it'll be like, oh, okay, cool. Like,
and I'll say this: that's what they did this first quarter, and I thought it was a good trade. It was a good sub because. Cat was making some pretty wild, and he made the nice 3, but I think they were faster with him off the floor.
Yeah.
The remainder of the first
and Cat thrives more in those scenarios where you can play kind of like
half court.
And where you can have him play more of a ball handling position, like where he doesn't have to drive and just shoot it, where he can drive and he can dish out. Like, and with Jalen and everybody, like everybody's moves. When Jalen is on the court, everyone moves more, so it's more opportunity for him to kind of do what he needs to do and then pass if he needs to.
Yeah.
Whereas when Cat's just on the court on his own, he plays much more like he's just not fast, so he has to play more methodical on his positioning, on his movements, on his decision to drive and stuff like that off of picks. And when you're doing that, it opens up a different type of offense where you don't need guys moving 100% of the time. You can have guys posted up in a corner. You can get Cat in the paint. You have to have someone come and pull to help, and then he'll see that guy open. So one of those where he's got to kind of blend that all together and see how it works out. Pascal in the post again. Misses that fadeaway.
Back in, good rebound.
It's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, so they sub out Jalen.
He's wearing something on his back.
Yeah, I think it's like a warming thing or something. Yeah, around his hips.
Yeah.
They get it up top to Landry Shamet. Chad, I hate Landry Shamet, okay? I hate him.
He was a son.
Yeah, and I hated him. I didn't know why he was on the court. Why does that guy have hands to play basketball? Cat driving in the post, like I said. Gets the lay in. Literally exactly what we just explained was Cat gets doubled immediately in the paint, gets the lay in. He had the 3-point attempt behind him if he wanted to, but he wanted the lay instead. They get it to TJ McConnell, the Pacers, top left elbow, the 3.
What are you doing?
3-point attempt. Misses that one. They get bailed out. Rebound Pascal, though, in the post. Oh, yes. Pascal, great defense from the Knicks here. Cat comes and helps. Pascal gets rid of the ball to TJ. Now gets it back. TJ inside. Good give and go from the paint. Missed it long. Rather miss it long than miss it short. Usually when you miss it short, you're tired. When you miss it long, you just miss the shot more than anything. Drive inside from the Pacers here. They get it up top now to Pascal, who gets it over to TJ. TJ gets it over to Obi. He shoots a 3-point attempt. Misses that one.
Terrible shot.
Not a good get. Very similar to the last one that we just said was terrible. Very similar, just a little bit shorter.
That's good.
Knicks.
Brunson is in.
Josh Hart over to, I can't tell who that is, Landry.
Yeah, Landry.
Landry gets it into Cat. Cat looking to go to work on Pascal. Gets inside, like we said. And one bucket from Cat.
Nice.
Says you little.
Hey.
I will not lie, Chat K. I've said this multiple times, okay? I think Cat legitimately might be one of the most personable people in the NBA. He is one of the funniest people, I think, to ever grace the basketball court. Every interview, I don't know if you've ever seen the zesty stuff he does, the way he talks. Like,
really?
It's just you can look up on YouTube, like, Karl Anthony Towns Zest compilation, and it'll be just every time he fluctuates his voice to a higher octave, and it's just like, or him on the court, he'll just yell, "Oh my God!" like when something happens and like throw his hands up. But I think it's just him as a person.
Yeah.
He's been through a lot. He lost his mom in COVID. And he, after they won the game, the first game in Indiana, he shouted out all the Dominican moms because it was Dominican Mother's Day, I believe, the day they won that game. So he wanted to shout out his mom and stuff. So shout out Cat, obviously. Shout out the moms. I missed out on Mother's Day. I missed out on a bunch of stuff. So shout out the moms and stuff for passing by. Thanks, Madre, for stopping by stream. Appreciate you. Bucket from the Pacers, though, 27-32. All that to say, chat, I do kind of like Cat. I didn't like him on the Wolves. I like him more on the
I didn't
Knicks.
like him on the Wolves.
Oh, my God. Almost a turnover from the Knicks. They're going to call it a turnover. It looks like Landry Shamet had his foot out of bounds on the pass. Kind of a crazy pass from, I believe that is, I can't remember what his name is.
Wow, you see those numbers? When he's on the
I did not.
floor, when he's on the floor, they're plus 18. When he's off the floor, it's like minus
Who?
11.1. Jalen Brunson. He's off
Jeez.
the floor.
Jeez.
Yeah,
That is pretty wild.
he definitely matters.
Bucket from the Pacers, 29-32. I didn't see that. That said 17-0. What was that 17-0? I didn't see what that was. Josh Hart, top left elbow of the three. He's driving inside. Gets inside. Gets double. Now they get it out. Rotate the ball. Josh Hart to the top left elbow. Misses the three-point attempt. Put back by Cat on the rebound is a bucket.
Wow.
Cat is going to work right now. Cat
Yes,
subbed
he
in and
is.
has gone to work for the most
really
part.
is. He's
Got that
letting
and
Robinson
one. Got the lay at the
and
beginning.
Jameson
He's
rest.
got 12 points right now. 5
He
of 7.
traveled. That man just traveled.
3 from Pascal Siakam is cash money. Travel or not, they didn't call it. 32-34. 840. 840. Landry now bringing it up the court. Chad, I hate this guy. I don't know if you guys know that. He drives inside. Oh, shit. That was long behind the back. Holy hell.
I thought he lost it.
Gets it to Cat. That would have been an insane behind the
shooting
back.
the ball.
He drives on Siakam. He gets doubled. Gets it to Josh. Josh shoots a three-pointer. He cashes in. Holy shit, Chad. This is pretty wild right now. 32-37, 8:14 left in the second quarter. I feel like we've been playing for way longer than 4 minutes.
It does.
Pascal, he wants to go to work on Cat now. These guys just going
Keep
at
your
it with the
hands
ball.
up.
Gives it to Obi. Obi now with Cat, his primary defender. He drives inside, gets to the right hand. Weird shot. Always the most difficult shot. The fade, the
Walk it up.
falling
Don't rush
away,
it.
fade
Don't
away.
take
There
your
was no
time.
foul there. Josh Hart drives inside. He wants to get inside. He gets a bucket and
one.
one.
And one.
Holy shit. That's 2 and 1s in like the last 4 possessions for the Knicks. Doing everything in the paint. I think it's like 18 points in the paint right now for the Knicks. They're just getting whatever they want inside.
Robinson's on the bench and Jalen's on the bench. And they
Jeez.
still can
Yeah,
maintain this
facts.
lead.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
And in transition, this is a quick transition bucket. This is one of those things where if you're a team that needs to win, these are the type of buckets you need to get. Just transition. That's one-on-one
Great
the entire way
aggressive
down the
move.
court. Josh recognizes it and decides, you know what? It's time for me to go to the paint and get this bucket. So
Yeah.
we're seeing a good aggressive offense right now from the Knicks. They're just continuing to push the pressure. Every time the Pacers, it looks like, get a transition bucket, they do the same thing right back on the next possession. So going to be interesting to see how, again, this is one of the worries of the Knicks. You're playing at a very high octave just for, a long time. You can be up 7, but the Pacers are just built to do more
They're
of
not
it for a
gonna
longer
stop.
time.
They're
So,
not gonna stop.
yeah, they will not. This is the pace they play at the entire game, which, again, I think will be interesting to see. If the Pacers do win tonight and advance to the finals, you've got 2 young and high-paced teams
Yes, you do.
in playing in the finals. So it'll be interesting to see. I think these finals will be interesting this year. It'll be cool to see 2 teams that don't get there very often either.
Right. That's what I want.
Yeah, like no matter what, almost a turnover from the Pacers.
Don't call that foul. Come on.
Gonna call a foul on OG for landing. Oh, for sweeping the leg, they said. I don't really think he swept the leg. Hey, we're both going for ball. He just happens to fall. He like lands on his foot, but I would just say it's part of the
I would call it. No,
Part of the
that
play.
should be a no call.
it's just part of the play. Just let him
Yeah.
play.
Good
Oh
D,
God,
Ty.
that sounded so bad.
Oh, good.
Layup
Josh
miss
Hart.
from the
I see you, my brother.
Josh now driving. Josh wanted to go back inside. Cat now with it. Gets his hand into Siakam. See, like, this is a lot of physical play here. Cat gets the bucket. Oh, he misses it. Bounced around the rim 2-3
Bank
times
wasn't
before it
open, huh?
fell out. Nemhard gets it over to Siakam. Siakam with a three-pointer. He's hit a couple tonight already. He misses that one, though. Good box out from Josh.
See,
Josh
that's
Hart
what
is
I'm
putting in
talking
the effort
about.
right now,
Box
man.
out. Yes,
40 to
play
32, and he's
basketball.
bringing the ball up the court. This is a lot of work coming in from Josh Hart right now. Gets the pick, gets it inside to Cat. They
That's
get
a
the
foul.
transition.
Come on, ref.
It's going to be a...
What? Are you serious? Oh, wow.
Oh, my God,
They didn't
dog.
give him that?
That sure looked like... Oh, and he's throwing the... Might have got a tech just now.
He probably did, yeah.
Looked like he was brushing off the ref trying to grab someone trying to grab the ball.
No
That
call.
one looked like I mean, he had Cat rolls off the pick, has Miles Turner in his chest, tries to put the bucket up, and it
Great pass
didn't
from
even look
Josh
like he
Hart.
got the opportunity to get the bucket. That was a pretty crazy one. I thought that was a foul shot. That was pretty nuts. All right, Derek, real quick.
Talk to me.
Take a little break from basketball, all right? How's work been? What you been doing work-wise? Explain to the company, because we're trying to, we want to align ourselves personally, why not results with individuals like you to give you business and stuff like that, because we want to bring you in, let you have a fun time here, see the studio, do some stuff here if you would like to, and then obviously use that as a way to, help promote you as well. So what do you do for work?
So I
Promote
work as
yourself.
a social media or senior social media marketing strategist for a company called ACAD Social. I do speak fast, so let me say that again.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm
I
a
talk fast
senior-
all the time.
Right, I'm a senior social media marketing strategist for a company called ACAD Social, and so my job consists of me sitting behind this really sexy-looking 32-inch monitor and looking
Curved?
at. Oh my God, curved! It has to be curved, man. And if I'm not doing that, of course, I pick up the controller.
Yes, of course.
But so I'm looking at analytics all day and building out strategies for our social media clients.
And you're doing fairly high-level clients.
Yeah, we have a mom and pops, we have mid-level, and then we have
Nice.
like a couple. When I say a couple, I would say less than 5 major companies
Okay, nice.
that we do social media for. And it's a lot of brand building, a lot of relationship building with their services. With many companies, they're always focused on their revenue.
Yeah, 100%.
And, real social media experts are focused on the relationship
And you're saying relationship between company and client?
and consumer.
Okay, yeah.
Exactly. So when you want someone to buy your product, when you put up a post that says 75% off, that's not really sexy.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just 75% off. It is.
Yeah, right. Like, so what's
Cool.
the relationship? Like, why should I spend money at your establishment? And so across multiple platforms like the YouTubes, and TikToks, Instagrams, and whatnot, and Facebook, as well as the powerful LinkedIn, we do a wonderful job of accentuating our clients' potential.
Yeah, and just wanted to back up, Chad. The reason he brings up gaming is because he worked in the gaming industry for a long
12
time.
years.
You are a big gamer.
Huge.
I stalked a little bit when I first met him, Chat, and looked up his LinkedIn and saw you had worked at Gaming Insider, correct?
Game Insider,
You were a
yes.
lead. You were a lead editor, I believe. You were the
Exactly.
lead editor for Gaming Insider. Which, Chat, if you guys don't do games, not as impressive or not as crazy to you. Someone who plays games and has read Gaming Insider for a long time, pretty nuts. Pretty nuts to think
man.
of all this stuff. We
Fun.
talked a little bit about the individuals you've worked with, individuals you've been around, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Common names like Phil Spencer,
Phil
common
Spencer.
companies like Naughty Dog and stuff like that. Those are
Sure.
people that you used to work with because obviously your company's writing stuff about them, writing stuff for them, writing stuff
Yeah,
with them.
so they're very nice to us because I was on the media side of things. Game Insider was more or less a digital media company, focusing primarily on video games, and of course, as a editor and then a lead editor, of course, it was my job to, using that same word, accentuate one's property. These IPs, $1 million pieces of product.
Yeah,
So
massive.
massive
Time,
man.
energy, everything.
Right, and then when you get previews in your hands, you definitely want to cultivate what this game is about the right way and not say it sucks and not be too personal
Yeah,
about it.
100%.
And be non-biased. And
Yeah,
so,
100%.
Great experience, man.
And one of those where you were doing that kind of during what I would call the prime of gaming so far. I think gaming is going to take a different kind of.
Different spin nowadays.
I think we're in the kind of spot where like we had really, really quality things for a very long time. We're in kind of that transitional time right before we get back into this game where games aren't. They're just not as quote unquote original, but I do think with the power of different things coming around and like people starting to get more into wanting those story driven as a 2-point comes in from the Pacers. We're gonna see, I think, in a couple of years not rebirth, but we'll see. I think more games start to come out like during those 12 years.
There
you
will
ran
be a
and stuff.
resurgence. I
Yeah,
agree.
we're definitely in the lull of gaming right now. We had such a high for a good long while
was
that we
crazy.
are, I think, at the spot of like
For like 4 decades.
gonna be no foul. Oh my God, that was an insane Landry Shaman pull up three. Holy shit, that was an insane
Great
three, chat.
Shot.
Time expiring, OG didn't get the bucket. They bang it out to Landry, and he did. I mean, that was a quick pull up
That
three
was a
from him.
quick pull-up.
Tyrese back in the game now, looking for Miles. He gets to Miles Turner, who gets it out
I'm
to
loving this
Nemhard.
defense, man.
It's great. They're playing physical defense right now.
Yes.
Shepard, he wants to drive inside. Oh shit. Shepard, he drives inside.
Good
Landry with good
defense.
defense. Misses the shot. Great defense right now
Great
from the Knicks
defense.
right now, Chad. I mean, there is no
And
way to play
Brunson
better
is
defense.
Still on the bench. Yes.
Yeah, this is what you want to see. This is what you want to see. Cat's going to work. He goes inside on Miles. And one from Cat. Cat is, dude,
Look at him. Look at him out there. Yeah, man.
Cat is on one right. Dude, Cat and Jalen are on one right now. This is.
First quarter was Jalen.
This was great. This is a crazy lay.
Wow.
That's 2 and 1s for Cat already in the first half. Tell him, Miles Turner, you're too little. This is how you need to play in an elimination game, chat. This is exactly how you have to play in an elimination game. Because this is,
win or go
they're
home.
up 11 right now. Jalen Brunson looking to sub in right now. He's got plenty of rest. I mean,
the whole second, he hasn't played the second quarter yet.
Yeah, I don't think he has. I think Cat subbed in right at the beginning and has just been going to work the whole time. Josh Hart was going to work as well. Landry's had 2 buckets now as well. Like they're in a pretty. This is exactly how you want to be right now. 6 to 10, 8. He's got 8 boards already. He might have a double before the half's over.
Oh, wow.
That'd be crazy. I don't know if they're going to keep him in because they just sub Jalen in. So it'll be interesting to see what their plan is. But
yeah, I would keep him in, but I would definitely take out Josh.
Yeah, I mean, Cat's hot right now.
15.
So, like we said, you just gotta just let him cook. Like don't do anything crazy, man. Just let him cook for the time being.
Yeah.
Tyrese brings it up the court. They get it to Miles. Pacers are just looking to get dudes off their hip. I mean, they can't get any space. Miles Turner, he drives inside, he gets it out. Nemhard in the left corner, he shoots it, misses that one. They just can't make a shot right now either. Missing lays, missing threes.
What I love about it is that even though they can't make shots, New York is capitalizing.
Yeah, correct. It's not trading misses. It's Knicks make a bucket after the Pacers miss a shot. Yes. And in this set offense, they're playing set offenses. They're not playing in transition. Inside for OG, he loses it, gets it back, and makes the lay 48 to 34. Yeah. Trying to see if. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Back.
So we don't know what happened, but Pacers.
A foul. Okay.
Pacers got a bucket. It's 36 to 48 now. Jalen Brunson now with it. Josh Hart inside, gets the lane, gets his layup.
Wow.
14-point game again. 4 minutes left. Tyrese, he drives inside, looking for an outlet. They're just not even allowing easy buckets.
New York is playing hard.
Yeah, they're playing
the way they're playing defense
active defense right now. Going to be a foul on the Pacers. Pascal Siakam sets a moving pick, lays out Landry Shamet. I hate that guy, Chad. I don't know if you guys know that, but
he's playing hard-nosed basketball.
He's playing hard-nosed basketball.
Like, this guy is having to shoot the ball.
Oh, it's Miles Turner.
Yeah, Miles Turner. They have them shooting the ball from.
Yeah, he's on the logo, Chad. He's just past the logo. His left foot is a foot away from the logo.
That's a forced shot.
Yeah, you're settling for bad shots right now. Miles Turner does have 3 fouls as well.
In the first half.
So now the Knicks have the opportunity whenever they want to go big with Mitchell and I mean they could have Mitchell, OG, and Cat out there to get rebounds. You lose speed, so you probably don't want to do that right now because their defense is playing well. But one of those where you got size if you want to play with size now.
Come on, Cat.
Cat was looking for OG. Had him. OG was past his man. He just had to put it in his left hand. Would have been a bucket. 36-50. Unfortunate turnover. Yeah, I mean, he sat there too. You had it up top. You had time. You didn't need to do anything crazy, and then ended up doing something crazy. So, more or less, just unfortunate. 3-point attempt from the Pacers, misses that one again. Like I said, they're settling right now. They're settling. 100% settling right now.
Because New York's being very physical with them, and they don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Cat drives inside. He's got the double. Oh my God! I thought he made it again. Yeah. Gonna be a foul. I might have called it on the floor.
See, what I'm noticing is that if you're very physical with the Pacers, because they're a jump shooting team, they're gonna settle on that because they don't want to bang, they don't want to be physical.
And they're again like one of those where how do you stop someone from having energy late game? You play physical with them the entire game. Like they played physical with them the entire half. I don't know. Looks like it might be back. Yeah. There we go. Weird. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on, chat. Internet's just dropping. I don't know. That's wild.
We're good.
One of the things I do think is interesting that we were kind of talking about before the game and stuff too is just I think the development of how basketball is now is something that's interesting because you've watched more, like you watched a lot more. You watched the 90s, you watched like MJ and stuff like that. And it's interesting to think of like your mindset of basketball. I mean, you also played basketball. Like your mindset of how basketball works is so different in comparison to my generation of playing basketball. My generation very much is the LeBron, Steph, KD, the foul baiting Harden years, the foul baiting LeBron years. Like that's what I grew up. And then even like the crazy physicality, like dunking wise, like I got to watch in the prime of my childhood watching the Clippers Lob City for a year and a half, where it was just every single time they played, it was like, this is pretty sick basketball. Watch one of the more entertaining dunk contest between Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine almost 10 years ago at this point.
Yes.
So one of those where it's interesting to think of where we're at basketball-wise now, just because it is so different in comparison to what I watch versus what you watch versus what my dad watched versus what versus someone who's barely watches basketball has watched. And like it's interesting to listen to people who only watch games every once in a while that are super popular or super popularized. Because their aspect of basketball is vastly they'd tell you that they thought the Lakers were winning championships every year and stuff because of the way that media handles that Lakers and stuff. So yeah, exactly. So it's interesting to see how basketball has transitioned from a media standpoint and like the level of production that goes in the games now, the level of production that goes into TV now, the level of ads that go. All of that stuff is interesting to see and how it's just developed over the years. Because what were ads like when in the 90s?
Not like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Not like this.
It's interesting to think of like how all that stuff has just changed so vastly as we've gone into such a consumer-heavy entertainment kind of realm. Jalen Brunson drives inside. He comes in. Rebound by Josh Hart after he misses. Mikhail drives inside now. He shoots a wild mid. He misses that one.
Why did he throw it
out of bounds? Was going to be on the Pacers, I guess? I don't know. Siakam drives inside now. He's got Josh Hart on him. That's a smaller guy. Siakam's going to go to work. They get a foul call on Josh.
These calls are bad.
Yeah, they're calling
These calls are uneven.
They're calling a lot of the like light touching on. Yeah, I feel like Cat has had multiple occasions.
And
like
the calls that they should call, it's like play through it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't understand.
mean?
Feels like the physicality is definitely being brought down on one end of the court. Or anything. The Knicks go inside and like we said, they're banging and banging and banging, and then no calls fouled. They get the bucket anyway, so you don't worry as much about it because they're making more shots. So you're like, oh, who cares? Like they made the shot anyways. Whereas, like if they missed that shot, it's just a bad shot from Siakam. Like that would have just been a bad shot from Siakam. It wouldn't have been anything else.
Right.
So one of those where seems like they're kind of, again, I'm not going to say, obviously I'm not going to say biased because they're in New York, but uneven to say the least.
It does seem a little uneven. That's all I'm going to say.
228. It just seems weird. Yeah, it feels weird for sure. Siakam misses another missed free throw from the Pacers. Could be a single digit game if they just made all their free throws today. Jalen Brunson, he goes to drive inside. Siakam, his main defender, he gets it out to OG. OG could have shot the three. He drives inside instead, misses that one. OG gets the putback though. That was a crazy putback. But I honestly thought he was just going
to. He's an athlete, and I get it, but that's
shot
not
three.
A good decision.
You had the wide open three. Pascal with the ball. Cat, his primary defender, he between the legs. Mikhail, his primary, he gets past. Throws it outside. Tyrese gets inside. Now out to the corner. 3-point attempt. Cash is in.
I don't know why so many players have to jump to one player.
I don't know.
What is that about?
It's been a thing this year, I feel like, as well, where everyone's jumping. And then you get like foul calls and stuff, and it doesn't make sense. They get it out to OG. He shoots that 3-point attempt after making the mid. He misses that one. Rebound, the Pacers. Tyrese in transition. Goes inside. Bad play from the Pacers. A turnover. OG now drives inside. No foul?
OG, what do you... I think a friend of mine named Mr. Smalls might be right about it.
Naismith, or Nemhard with the three-pointer, hits the three.
7-point game now.
7-point game now. After it was just a 12-point game not too long ago. Points off turnovers, the Pacers have 12, the Knicks have 4. They both have 6 turnovers, though. 8-point swing on the turnover round. That was a dangerous pass. Josh Hart almost lost it. Inside to Cat. Gets the inside positioning, gets the lay. Again, I would have honestly thought that was a foul in comparison to some of the other stuff we saw on the other side.
I agree.
Miles Turner sitting, though, so you got the bigger Cat on Miles Turner. Siakam drives inside.
Beautiful shot.
Little hook shot. Misses it, though.
Cat.
Great play, though. I mean, that was a great move. They should have had a bucket there. Right-handed hook shot could have been nasty. Josh Hart, top right, elbow of the three. Get it to Mikhail. Mikhail now going to work inside. Mikhail learned a lot of midi in Phoenix. Hits that one as well. 56-45.
Good shot.
Knicks fans wanted Mikhail put. I was not going to say it. I'm not going to say that either. I was going to say terrible things. But the New York Knicks fans definitely didn't want Mikhail in New York for a little bit there, Chad. Didn't know why you were paying him a lot of money. Chad, you pay him for his defense, not for his scoring. You got guys who do that. Get it up top. Pacers, that is. Another 3-point attempt. Missed that one. Dude, how many threes have the Pacers shot? They have shot so many threes already.
They were at one point they were shooting 50% from the field. Now they're probably shooting 30%.
Yeah, they definitely are on the less efficient realm. Jalen Brunson, last possession, can it be
pass.
Inside to Mikhail, loses it though.
Good try.
Pacers gonna end up with the last shot. Tyrese from half court misses that one. So 5:56. Knicks would have loved to have had the last shot there, but thankfully it remains a double-digit lead.
That was a tough pass. It wasn't.
It was a tough pass. Yeah, it was a tough pass. It would have been tough just in general to even get it off more than anything, but it's all good. Good game so far, chat.
Exciting game so far.
Yeah, say
it's a ton of
seeing good runs from
Pacers.
both sides. It feels like, yeah, even the Pacers, even though they're missing, it does still feel like the Pacers are doing a good job of.
But that's the problem. The Pacers are shooting abysmal basketball right now. They're shooting the ball poorly, and they're only down by 11. If they're shooting just half as good as they're currently shooting now, second half is different.
Yeah, I still think it's a tie game. I don't think they're taking the lead yet, because it does feel like I feel like the Knicks have missed a lot in the last, like, in turnovers. They had 2 turnovers there, so one of those were those last couple possessions were out of the ordinary from the rest of the game.
Sure.
But right now, Cat 7 of 11. Currently, Jalen Brunson and Cat are combined for 13 of 21 for 31 points. So, and the rest of the starters are combining for 15.
What's Josh Hart's?
Josh Hart's 2 of 3. He's missed his 3, but he's got 4 rebounds, 2 assists. So he's got 6 points and 4 rebounds, kind of the 2 big things. But he's been playing great defense.
Playing great. You would think he has 15 points, but he's
and his rebounding. I feel like his rebounds have been. Like, he had a big box out rebound. He had a rebound just now on the missed lay from Jalen. So his rebounds they're eye popping for sure as well, and they're good rebounds. On the other side of it, Pascal, who was cooking from the elbow when he was hitting fades, currently 3 of 8. He's missed 2 threes in a row. He's got 4 rebounds and 2 assists. He only has 9 points. Nemhard 2 of 5. Tyrese Haliburton, no bucket in the first half. Tyrese Haliburton did not
scored yet?
Tyrese Haliburton, he had free throws. So he has a couple points.
2 points.
But he has no buckets.
Last game, he dropped, what, 34?
34, 12, and 15.
Jeez.
Then shut down this game.
Interestingly enough, last game, he and Siakam had over 30.
Yeah, it was crazy. They went nuclear
They went-
in the second home game for them. It was nuts. Which I did watch. I think I just watched the highlights. I think I watched the highlights in my hotel or at Brooks' house or whatever. And it was nuts. Like, I was like, that game was crazy. Because it was crazy as well, because the first game they lost, it was a little worrisome in the Knicks' direction. The Knicks were down and brought it all the way back and held the lead off, like, towards the end of the game. But the Pacers were leading, I think, by like 15 in that game at one point. And it was like, all right, well, it's going to suck. They're going to go down 3-0. And then they ended up winning that game. And then the game after that, the Pacers went nuclear from their starters. It was nuts. It was just, they saw what happened the first game. We're like, we're not going to allow that to happen. So decided to go crazy. I mean, 31, 12, and 15 as a point guard is pretty nuts. That's a pretty crazy stat line. I've seen that a few times. Obviously, I've seen that from Russ, but there's not a lot of point guards that are going to get, 10 plus rebounds and 15 plus assists or 10 plus assists just in general. Usually it's one or the other. Usually you're like getting a transition rebound or whatever. Like, that's a great. Yeah, you've got 6 rebounds and 11 assists, and you're like, dude, I did a really.
You killed it.
Yeah, you win nuts. Yeah, Siakam with 30, which I'd venture to guess some of Tyrese's numbers were probably influenced by Siakam's bucket making as well, probably. Yeah. So one of those where those two things go in tandem. But I mean, yeah, you're seeing. I mean, it is a new story. I mean, you've got not a single starter for the Pacers in double digits. You don't have.
That's defense.
You've got misses. Like, they're the only guy shooting 50% as a starter is Brandon Mathurin right now, which is not good.
For Pacers? Really?
Yeah, it's the only guy. He's shooting 2 of 4, and he's 2 of 3 from 3. Oh, James, my bad. Walker's 1 of 2. So
the Pacers are actually having a very poor shooting night.
And they're just not getting.
They're only down by 11.
I'm saying they're not getting shots either. Like, I mean, Tyrese only has 3 shots. Like, and one of them was a fadeaway to his left 3. Like, so he has maybe 2 real shots. Like, he's not getting I mean, have we seen a layup attempt from Tyrese tonight? No, like, that's the type of stuff that can be kind of alarming.
I think it's because of that. I mean, to me, the physicality of New York's defense, they're making the Pacers settle for the jump shot.
And what's weird is, like, we're seeing, like we said, the foul calls seem kind of
one-sided.
And they seem one-sided in the physicality, like, within the paint. They're not really getting foul calls, like, on 3. They had that one that OG for sure fouled on at the beginning where we were like, OG, why'd you foul? Right. But other than that, like, if you're getting fouls in the paint, normally you would be like, hey, let's set up stuff to go into the paint, especially with Tyrese, who's a longer point guard who can do more lays from outside. Like, you would think that you're going to do that type of stuff. You would see him. You would think that he's going to play a little bit more like Jalen's been playing. These middies, this these lays, these drives to the lane. And Jalen's not getting the fouls. Like, you would think that Tyrese is going to kind of adjust, which it'll be interesting to see how they play in the second half.
Yeah.
Which is granted, I mean, I feel like it's been a long half. It's only 6 o'clock. But one of those where it'll be interesting to just see I mean, we saw the point differential in the paint. Let me see if I can find the points in the paint real quick. I'm gonna find it on my phone. But like, at some point, you kind of gotta adjust. Like we said, it just seemed like they were settling.
Right.
They're just settling for
I agree.
kind of whatever, I guess, works more than anything. Like, it's just interesting to see that they're not trying to do as much as possible when it comes to all the other ways. Yeah, so currently the Pacers are shooting 37%. The Knicks are shooting 51%. They're both shooting kind of The Pacers are almost shooting 40% from 3. They've also shot a lot more threes. But currently the Knicks have 7 more rebounds than the Pacers. Yeah, points in the paint. Points in the paint. Good God. They have 32 points in the paint, the Knicks. They have
14.
more than half their points are from the paint.
butchering them.
And the Pacers have 14. 14 of their 45. They have 35. Oh, my God.
Almost
31
3 times
points.
Almost
Yeah.
3 times, though. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
output.
Like,
I can't believe Haliburton only has 4 points.
I can't believe he has 3 shots. That is kind of a crazy. Real quick, I'm going to change the batteries.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But, yeah, I mean, 3 shots is crazy.
Yeah.
What did he have? What did he have last game?
That's going to be at, like, points?
In shots.
Oh,
He had
that's-
like 15 shots or 17 shots or something.
Yeah.
I would think at least. Yeah, I mean, in the last game, he shot 47%.
That's amazing.
He had 23 shots. He had to shoot 20 shots.
How many shots he set tonight?
3. He had 3 shots today.
Yeah. He's well contested.
I mean, I gotta see.
See, like this, like they just mentioned, the Knicks aren't settling for the threes. They're really attacking and being aggressive, attacking the
If they
basket.
miss, they're going right back too.
Right.
You have to.
Sheesh. They're playing aggressive in the paint. 3 times the output. Brunson is 14 at the half. Towns has 17 at the half. Towns has 17 in Pacers. Towns has 17 and 10 right now. That's nuts. See, this is what's alarming about Knicks. Look at the Pacers' current stats. The Pacers are playing pretty poor basketball right now. And they're only down by 11. Like, their leading scorer is Siakam. Just, bro.
Literally a single run of.
That's it. That's it. Because the Knicks have had several great runs. Siakam is 9. He has 9 points, 4 rebounds. Yeah. Siakam had a good year. He averaged for the season 20 points, 6 assists, shot 51% from the field. Yeah, he's a great player. Yeah. Right. Great player, though. Really good player. He's 31 years old. Okay.
Yeah, Siakam.
Yeah.
He's been around for a minute.
For a minute. Yeah, he won the championship with Kawhi.
Yeah, the
in
Raptors.
Toronto. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
great. He played well in that series.
Yeah, and that team was
It was nice.
quite well developed, to say the least, Chad. They were definitely a team that was, always looking to get there. And then when he left, it was weird. When Kawhi left, it was like, what?
Kawhi just bounced. Yeah. Right.
Kawhi is also one of those guys that I think is sad. Like, it's not like he's sad, but like Kawhi might be one of the more entertaining people to watch
He's very talented.
when he plays basketball, which is never basically. So, one of those where did you see that thing? I didn't see that. I was at a. Should I say where I was at? I was in Magic Mike. I was in Magic Mike in Vegas. Watch Magic Mike. Chat, great show by the way. Great show by the way. Okay, I know it sounds weird. All right, great show. We know the guy who used to do the sound for the show.
Okay.
So it's pretty. I can't say that with straight face. It's a pretty dope show, though, Chad. If you guys ever get the chance, just going on your own, not caring at all. I didn't go on my own, to be fair. I went with my family. But besides, we're gonna move off the topic. That shot happened while I was there, and I did not know what had happened, and I didn't some of us went to that, and then some of us went to a different event, and the people who went to the other event were able to watch the game, and we showed up after the show and grabbed some food and then hung out with them, and they were talking about like, did you see what happened in the game? And I was like, no, I saw the Pacers won, but I hadn't even seen that it was close. Yeah. So then they were like, no, like they should not have won the game. Like that's one of those games that you like as a Knick,
they shouldn't have won the game.
If you lose this series,
it's because of that game.
That's the game. Yeah, it's 2-2 right now.
Yeah, literally.
Then this game is the focal point of, all right, which way does it start to lean? Like they went from being 1-1 and you lost at home, but you can just win one there and you're fine, to holy shit, we lost both games at home, and now we're reeling the whole time. Like, and they were like, yeah, hey, by the way, they were down by 7 with like 51 seconds, and I was like, wait,
the game's over, right?
Yeah, like, how did they score that? And then I saw the replay of him shooting that shot, and I was like, holy shit, that's insane. That is great. And just the way it worked out with the rebound or with the getting the loose ball and like running back and thinking he shot the three, and then also doing the Reggie Miller choke was crazy, like just insane. So one of those where it is crazy to think like
this series could be 3-2 right now.
Yeah,
or
easily.
Potentially 3-2 because of today's game. If you know what I'm saying?
Easily.
Easily.
Easily. You could be in a spot where you're going back to Indiana and you're like, who cares? Who cares? Yeah, I'm fine. No, I'm not worried about it, bro. Like, it's fine. We lost one. Should have wrapped it up there, but hey, we got that, we got that extra little game.
That's why I'm like, New York can pull this off.
It's a fair point.
Yeah.
Which I do think that's probably the conversation in the locker room. I mean, the conversation in the locker room, you've been in more basketball rooms than I have.
Sure.
I've been in a lot of football rooms where, it's one and done. That's kind of how it works. Lacrosse, same way. It's one and done, especially in high school. I mean, in high school, granted, basketball's the same way, I believe. You don't play series in high school. But one of those where, football and stuff, it's such a methodical game that you don't have time to like react to a lot of things because you plan out so much. Right. Whereas in basketball, like you do have those opportunities to slightly adjust. What is the mentality? Have you ever played in a series of basketball games? Like playoff games or like high end? So what is that mentality going into those? How does that, is it different? Do you take it differently? Are you thinking differently? Or is it, you try and stay the same? Hey, this is how we got here. This is what we did.
Right. Well, it depends on coaching and your teammates.
Okay.
Right. So when I say coaching, the mentality starts up top. And so when you're playing in a series, if you've played the team before and you feel confident that, okay, we got this, right? You go in really not taking nothing for granted, but even each win until the series is over, you're really not satisfied when you're really good.
Okay. You're like, all right.
You're just like, okay, we're up
to the next.
Yeah, we're up 2-0, been up 2-0, and you're not satisfied. You go into game 3, you lose game 3, and you're ultra pissed.
Yeah, you're okay.
You're mad. Like, there's no talking in the locker room. Coach says what he says. You may dap each other, but it's really
you're tuning out for the most part.
What the hell, right? So you almost come back mad for game 4, and you better win.
Yeah, and I do think that in the NBA that is a similar thing. I think a lot of people like after 2, especially when teams go down 2-0. I think they're in that mindset of like, bro, like.
But when you go down 2-0, the mindset's very different. There's a lot of desperation and anxiety,
Heard, okay.
right?
Hey, you feel that?
You
like,
feel that,
oh,
that
shit.
pressure. Yeah, because especially
Because
if
you're one loss away from, like,
you're done.
yeah, from
You're done.
the season is over. Like, you're
Season's
2
over.
losses away in reality, but in reality, like, mentally as a team, and as a fan, everybody knows, like, all right, 3-0, bro, you're not.
But you know what's interesting? What's not talked about? So the Knicks are down 3-1 right now.
2-1.
I'm sorry, 2-1. Sorry. When you're down and you haven't won and you're down by
they're
2
3 down.
games,
Yeah, 3-1.
they're down
What am I
3-1.
talking about? What am I
right?
talking about? Yeah.
It's 3-1. There's a certain type of desperation that you play with, which is I'll just call it adrenaline. That is such a superpower
Really? Okay.
because
That you don't have when you're up 3-1?
unless you listen, you're coaching, you know, the Michael Jordans, the
Yeah.
Larry Birds, guys, the Kobe Bryants, the guys who are mental assassins that they want to see your wife cry because you're being humiliated.
Yeah.
Men with that mentality, they don't have letdowns when they're up 3-0.
Yeah, 100%.
Us normal humans do. Okay? But when you're down, the adrenaline, because you're saying to yourself, I'll do any and everything I can to get one win in, which is nothing more than coming up for air. And now I have more time.
Yeah.
Because one win is just giving you time.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? But you have to learn how to play with with that desperate edge, with efficiency, even when you're up. Right? For example, let's say that
I feel like
New York-
Tyrese right now is not doing what you are saying.
No.
They're up 3-1, and Tyrese is 0 for 3, has a couple points.
The Pacers are not playing like their life depends
Which
on it.
to me is, like you said,
Problem.
and is something that like you do not want Cat, like you should have ridden the 31-31 game from you and Siakam.
Yes.
Instead, I mean, granted they can bring it back, I have no idea. But you're in a spot where like you don't want to get
He
embarrassed.
walked. Come on, ref. He traveled. Are you serious?
I think they called it. I think
That travel was horrible. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, you're all good. I think that like as the Pacers like to me, I'm like, bro, I gotta wrap this series up. Like you
That's
don't want
how you should
you
be.
don't want to go to, 3-1, it's fine. We're gonna go to Indiana, we'll win it at home. Cause like,
Let New York win 2 more games.
yeah, like dude, I don't
Indiana
wanna-
is in trouble.
And you get embarrassed in New York this time, bro. You know how crazy a game 7 in New York would go, bro?
Bro.
Oh my God.
It'd be
Cat
nuts.
drives inside, no bucket. They're gonna say a foul on Cat.
I respect that call.
Cat not arguing it either.
If this
Cat's fine
game
with it.
comes back to New York game 7, Indy is done.
Yeah, there's no, which would be low-key insane, would be insane. Oh my God, if Cat came back, or if they came back to make it 3-1 or 3-3, would be I mean,
Fantastic.
it would be nuts, bro.
That'd be fantastic.
And again, I think that I do think the
And it
Knicks,
helps the ratings.
the Knicks.
You get ratings.
Come on, NBA. Come on, NBA. One of those where I do think that I think the Knicks didn't beat the Celtics by accident, chat. Like
No.
they put him in a closet, locked him up, and just said, you know what, you're not going to work anymore. Like, and then good defense there from the Knicks now. Jalen in transition, top left elbow the 3. He's got Tyrese on him. Moves to his left side, dribbles all the way through. Gonna be a TO, no TO.
Eric's ball.
Tyrese got a hand on it. It's gonna remain Knicks ball.
Come on, coach. Come on, coach.
Thibodeau in his
Thibodeau. Hey, man, slow down, brother.
Thibodeau in
Slow
his
down.
ear yelling.
This ain't the climate to be talking to that brother's ear like that now.
Literally
screaming at him,
yelled
right?
in his ear as they were getting the ball from out of bounds. Jalen Brunson drives inside, gets the layup. Jalen Brunson looking to get hot again,
I like
kind
how
of
the
cooled
fan
off
was
quite a
picking
bit.
him up. I like that.
58-45. Miles Turner out to the corner.
That's off.
Cash
Oh, nice. About time.
from the three-pointer.
Sheesh, they haven't made a 3 in
Yeah, they
like
made it
2
fair.
weeks.
48-58. Now you're seeing the press defense. This is what normally the Pacers are doing in the second half. This is what wears teams the absolute shit out because it is not fun to do that. Like Jalen's having to run the entire gets the bucket though. Doesn't even matter. And one! 60-48. Jalen Brunson literally caught the ball at his own baseline, drove the entire way to the opposite baseline, and got the and one on Nembhard. Oh my God, that was nuts, chat.
That was nice.
That was pretty nuts. I'm not gonna lie, chat.
Oh my God, the flop.
Flopping, yelling, doing too much, chat. That's what that's called. Honestly, was there a foul?
No. Oh, on Jalen?
Yeah, I couldn't tell. I couldn't really.
No, it wasn't a foul. I'm glad they gave it to him.
It's all good though. It's all good though. They're giving him the physical one. Honestly, they might have called it on that bump,
And the
but he
bump,
was already in the
possibly,
carry
in
and
motion.
gather.
Yeah,
So they just
good
waited
shot.
till. Probably definitely could have been that because I don't really know if there was one on
19
Miles or anything.
points.
Jeez, man. 13-point game right now. 8 of 11
from free
free throws for the
Pacers.
Pacers. Yeah, and then the
6 of 6.
correct. Siakam, midi. Short on that one. Siakam's cool off a lot
They got
from
Robinson
that midi.
and Cat in the game. Okay.
Yeah,
good.
and
Got some
OG.
big down low. Oh, and OG.
Bunch of big dudes. Going to be saved here by McHale.
Wow.
Could have been a TO. They get it up to Cat.
Put it down.
Jalen goes down to the bottom right corner. Cat with the ball up top. Cat gets it over to Jalen. Pull up 3 from Jalen. Cash money, chat. The Knicks looking like they're saying we're not going home tonight.
Hey.
We're flying out. We're flying out. Oh, easy lay from first bucket of the game for Tyrese Haliburton is a layup
First
on a
bucket
blown
from the
defense,
game.
chat.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Are
gonna
you
be a
serious,
TO
Robinson?
from Mitchell Robinson. Don't let Tyrese hit a 3. Pascal, let Pascal have to cook you, Chad. That's kind of what it seems like the MO is. They're going to try and get Tyrese involved here. He drives inside now. Oh, my God. Mitchell puts that shit in the first row.
He's mad about his turnover.
He is PO'd about the TO. He is PO'd about that TO. Play with the. That's how you deal with it, though.
Yes.
Would have been a crazy lay. Was never going to go in, though. I mean, Mitchell, Tyrese took too long. Mitchell stayed on the floor.
Looking at Robinson's physique, he put some muscle mass on. That's good.
It's
really
interesting.
skinny.
He's in a weird spot where he definitely is like a
Don't
role
reach.
player.
Don't reach, Robinson. Don't do that.
Miles
stop
Turner
reaching.
and Mitchell now.
Stop reaching. No, that's good. There you go, Robinson. Get that ball back.
Yeah,
there you go, baby.
Mitchell's playing with the intensity of being
Yeah.
upset.
See,
That's great defense there.
New York playing defense, man. They playing.
Hey, you got
physical
Miles Turner to
defense.
pick up the ball, man. Just don't allow him to pass to anybody. This
you
is what
go.
we've seen
There you go.
the whole day. Just no one able to outlet to for anyone on the Pacers
No.
right now.
That old school basketball.
Jalen, top left, gets Miles
Get it
up.
back to him.
They got Miles on Jalen Brunson right now. We saw what happened last time. He
Cook
pulled
him.
up 3-pointer. Does it
Got
again.
him.
Misses that one. That'd have been. He gets the
Oh!
putback though. Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah,
Dude, Mitchell
my
Robinson.
man.
Mitchell Robinson had basically every opportunity to just cook today. And he's taking every opportunity
Taking
possible. It
advantage.
seems like. Obviously, he had the one bad turnover just now. Mitchell Robinson getting hyped up from the boys though.
Yeah,
That's what you
he
want to
is.
see. When Mitchell Robinson cooking your ass, chat, not a good sign. 16-point game. Knicks leading it right now.
Wow.
This is more kind of what we saw from the first game, kind of what we expected to have, or the second game, and then obviously everything kind of went down the drain. But this is kind of what we saw from that second game of Pacers-Knicks. It's just, more in this scenario where they haven't thrown it yet.
Right.
Again, like we said, the Pacers were one run away, have not made a run whatsoever.
No.
So it doesn't really matter if you one run away if you never make the run. So it's interesting to see. I mean, we're in a spot where Knicks have the momentum. It's in New York. The crowd is loud. Stoppages like this, you can get a little worried with.
All right.
You want to keep that pressure going, the constant pressure. Pacers going to have the ball out of the timeout, looking to just stop the run from the Knicks right now. I mean, you've got 3-pointers, you've got lays inside, you've got putbacks now from Mitchell after the turnover caused by Mitchell. So you're getting everyone involved on the Knicks side, which is dangerous. You don't want them playing cohesive basketball. And when you're in scenarios like this, you don't feel tired. You don't give a shit, bro. You can play another full game
As
like
the
this.
Knicks?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
dude.
you're
You're in a spot. I remember playing lacrosse, man, and in some football games and stuff, where I would just be on a heater, and you played a full half, and they'd be like, Joe, we're gonna sit you for the last minute and a half. And you're like, bro, I'm fine. I don't need.
I'm good.
I don't need it until I miss a shot, or until I, in football, until I don't crack someone or something, or I miss a tackle, or bad read. Like, dude, no, I'm fine. I don't need a break.
So good.
Yeah, I'm chilling for the time being. And then like halftime would come, you'd be like, all right, I cooled off. I'm chilling now. Like I can take. I need to get hot again. But one of those where they've just stayed on the gas, but they haven't taken their foot off again. Like we said, the Pacers are gonna push pressure the whole time. Knicks seems like playing with more pace.
And that's one thing I was concerned about. I was concerned about they're only down by 11 at half. They're not shooting well at all. And Thibodeau with how he's subbing, I'm like, not too bad this game, but I'm worried.
Yeah, better
I'm
this game. It
concerned-
feels like.
much better this game, but I'm concerned about the poor shooting of the Pacers. Are they going to be able to rebound?
Yeah,
But
are they really beating themselves, or are the Knicks beating them?
I think the Knicks are beating them
Yeah.
because of this. They're playing some really hard-nosed basketball. What I don't like, however, is I think players need to trust each other more. When a guy is dribbling to the basket, okay, if one guy kind of offers some help side defense, off-ball defense, that's fine. But when 3 guys are converging on one guy with the ball and you're leaving guys wide open, these guys are a 3-point shooting team.
Yeah, 100%.
So don't do that.
And again, like you said, like they've shot bad from 3. If they have not shot bad from 3, it'd be a different scenario. Yeah, it'd be a different scenario.
If they made half their threes tonight, this is a different game.
Oh yeah, this game. Yeah, I mean this game is it's just vastly different. One of those where you again, it's like, it's difficult because, again, I don't want to take anything away from the way the Knicks have played, like, whatsoever, because they've played great. They've shot well. They're scoring. I mean, they had 30. I think they got 38 points. They might have 40 points in the paint now. Like, they just continue to score from the paint. So, like, at the end of the day, like, they're just driving and making, like, they're not getting fouls. Like, or they're getting fouls, but they're also getting and ones. Like, even if you're not calling the fouls on the 2 Cat and ones, on the Jalen and one, on the Josh Hart and one, like, even if you're not calling the fouls on those, like, they're still getting the bucket. So you're not saving them from anything. So it's interesting just because we're seeing a team that is really, like, playing cohesive basketball, helping on the screens, helping on the rotation, staying as long as possible as you can on the guy who's coming off the or on your guy in the corner coming down. Yeah, Mikhail's pulling up full court. Like, they're literally taking a page out of the Pacers book and saying, "Hey, match our pace. Match our pace, match our defense." One of the two things. Like Miles Turner's getting pushed to the half court.
Look at that.
Mitchell Robinson.
Look at the defense.
Good Lord.
Bro.
Nemhard, pull up three-pointer. Misses that one.
See,
Siakam gets the rebound. Or Miles Turner gets the rebound.
Boom.
Mikhail gets the TO.
That's the kind of basketball they need to play on defense.
Yeah, exactly. The whole time.
The whole time. But then they got to capitalize off the turnover.
Yeah, but again, if you get a bucket, like the Pacers just took a timeout, they missed the bucket. If you get a bucket here as a
somebody's open.
Cat almost going to be a foul on.
What's this kid's name?
I think that is Shepard, I believe. Number 2, I believe, is Shepard. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not a foul.
No? They call a foul on Cat?
Yeah.
For grabbing him?
Yeah. Yeah.
So again, like you said, like, would have been great to capitalize there. But what's the MO now? Let's play good defense. Let's just play defense.
Yeah.
Good defense always leads to good offense.
It does.
Not the opposite a lot of the time. You can play great offense and still have bad defense, but you can play, really good defense and have really great offense right after it as well.
Right.
Shepard up top.
Great defense.
Gets it over.
I'm loving the movements.
Staying in front in a steal.
Oh, that's off Pacers. That's New York's ball now.
They're going to call it Indiana ball. I thought it was Knicks ball as well. Thought Nemhard lost it.
See, keeping the intensity of defense like this, it the whole time that clock is working.
Exactly. Yeah, you're not allowing a team to get into it because you're not fouling. Like, if you're not fouling, you're not giving free points. Oh my God, yes. Siakam, just inside the elbow 3, gets it up top.
See, look at that.
2-1.
All the shots are rushed.
Yeah, every shot's rushed. Every shot. I mean, that was a double 3-point attempt. Like, double closeout. Like, that, insane. 3-point from the Knicks, misses that one. Rebound. It's gonna be out of bounds on the Pacers on the rebound.
Yes. I think the Knicks shouldn't settle for threes. They should just get. I mean, their
just keep going.
Scoring is fantastic.
Yeah, just keep going as much as you can.
Right. Oh, look at that. Yeah, he was out of bounds.
Yeah, 100% out of bounds.
Yeah.
Ty Bradley out of bounds on that one. I don't know if that counts as a TO.
Oh,
it's going to be was it out of bounds? Oh, Siakam saves it to try and get the easy bucket. Gets it inside. Good defense from, I call a foul.
Good call.
It's a good foul, and it's a good foul. To be fair, it's a fine.
This is why they lost that game when they were up by 7.
Correct, exactly.
It's bonehead offensive plays like this. It's like, guys, be more disciplined.
And no one gets in transition because they're like, expecting it to go out of bounds. Siakam's just like, fuck it, I'm going to get the ball there.
Exactly.
And now, like we said, you get free throws. You stop. You have an opportunity to get 2 points. This is stuff that you can't, you don't, again, obviously it's kind of a fluke. Like, we haven't seen a lot of that today.
Sure.
But you don't want to start that shit.
You got a whole fourth quarter.
At 16 points. We've seen crazier leads drop. So makes the first free throw 51-66. And we've seen in the series this happen. Like, the last thing you want to do is take your foot off the Pacers' neck and be like, hey, I'm going to let you breathe a little bit. I'm going to let you breathe a little bit.
You have to make them suffocate.
Yeah. You hold it down the whole time until the game's over. And then they're like, holy shit, how do we win game 6?
Exactly.
We don't even know how to adapt because we can't win anything right now. But now you got 2 free throws from the guy who just stepped out of bounds, had a negative mindset after he stepped out of bounds on the rebound. He gets 2 free throws. It's just not what you want to do. Playing maybe with a little bit more energy now. Double comes in. They kind of Mitchell Robinson trying to play defense.
Jalen Brunson
on the offense. Mitchell Robinson gets it back to Jalen. They call a foul on Shepard. Tapped him on his back while he was shooting it.
It's interesting.
It's a bad foul.
Yeah. So what the Pacers are doing is what they should have been doing more of for the whole game. Is they're playing much harder about defense.
Yeah. Even that one, and they're not shoving a lot on the screens. Is my thing. Every time someone sets a screen, it's just
Yeah.
they're not helping on the side they're running the pick towards. So that guy has to run over they just don't shove on it. So then Jalen Brunson's getting a straight lane if he wants every time, basically, which is it's just difficult then if you're not going to pick up on that guy to force your primary defender of the guy receiving the pick to have to run all the way. Like on that play, like he had to run around the entire pick, and then Jalen's doing the normal, have your hand behind your back, have him in your hip, and then taking the shot when he can. Like, oh shit, Bradley, after the free throw, limping off. Kind of interesting. Don't really know what happened there.
Knicks fans are happy about that.
Who?
York Knicks.
Yeah, 100%. 67-52. Second free throw now from Jalen.
Back up to 16-point game.
68-52 after the made free throw. Tyrese got it. I mean, at the end of the day, your star needs to do something. Tyrese has no points right now. Misses the yam now. Wanted a foul.
Wow.
Didn't get one. Transition now. McHale top right elbow. Gets it inside to OG.
Go to
OG's going to
basket,
drive
OG.
inside on Shepard. Gets it out to Cat. Siakam on him. Could have been a foul.
Dunk that, Cat.
Holy shit, that'd have been crazy. And he
That
gets
was
the
nice.
bucket.
That
No
was
foul.
nice. That was a foul.
Kind of insane.
They should have called the foul.
70-52. I thought he was going to yam. Another steal for Mitchell Robinson. Jalen Brunson in
Capitalized.
transition. Gets the... Oh, my God! Oh! OG and Anunoby almost with the posterizer oop
That was
on the
crazy.
transition steal
Come on, they got to give us a slow
on the
mo
young
that.
man that just got subbed in for Bradley. That'd have been insane, chat. This had to
Hold
have been...
on, was this a
There
foul?
had to have been a foul.
Yes. that's
Had
a
to
foul.
have been.
That's a foul. Yeah. He should.
And then in transition... Oh, I thought they were going to show the transition.
Cat,
They are cooking right now.
playing
This is
very
what
well.
they were. We're gonna get a text from Derek. We're gonna get a text from Denzel.
Denzel? Yeah. I want to see that lob. They
Yeah, I
gotta
wanted to
show
see it
us
too.
that.
I thought they were gonna show that play of the steal that led to it. OG 2 of 99, but it's fine. You've got help from
Nice,
Cat and
making free
Jalen
throws,
so
OG.
far. They take the free points. 19-point game currently. Subbing in. I don't know who.
OJ, you got this, brother.
Second free
20,
throw. Makes
about-
that one.
About 20.
20-point game. That's a big bucket. 20 points does feel different than 19 for sure.
Huge.
I don't know why.
Psychologically,
It just
it
feels
does.
different. Yeah, when someone says they're up 20 versus like up 19, I'm like, all right, cool. Up 20, I'm like 14-4 run right now from the Knicks. That's a foul. That one was
Cat,
a foul
Come
from
on,
Cat.
stop being lazy.
If we're we
He's
can't be-
mad he didn't get that last call.
correct, yes, and he's saying that he flopped on it, but
Like, come on, Cat. Come on, bro.
Siakam might have
And he threw his hands
embellished it, but Cat definitely pushed the shit out of his back.
Thibodeau's like, come on, Cat. Bruh.
Cat's smiling. Cat knows that he probably was a flop, but it was also probably a foul. That one felt like a foul. Siakam missing free throws tonight as well.
Wow.
Missing free throws tonight. That might be his third. I think it's his third miss of free throws. And he's gotten one on every free throw, one attempt out of the two.
I think they're missing because when you play physical basketball, it's on your muscularity, it's draining.
And they might not have expected it 100%. Like it's got to be, I mean, every time Cat getting the ball, you're like, holy shit.
Exactly.
This possession's going to be a long possession defensively.
Yes, it's gonna be physical. That's right.
Oh, they're running a pick on Mitchell again? Oh, dude, well, I know Mitchell's rolling. And I know Mitchell's going to get to this inside post every time. Like, Siakam makes the second free throw, 53-72, 19-point game. The Pacers do need to go on a run to start doing something. You just got to feel yourself getting back into the game. Kick ball from the Pacers. Hart was wide open.
Wide open.
Two guys went on him after he set a pick.
But Jalen isn't the tallest guy to work.
He is not the tallest guy.
Finish it out.
And he stopped dribbling and tried to pass it instead of rolling with it. But Cat getting a rest now, also fantastic for them. More rest for Cat is always better because he can, again, just go back to work inside. Going to be out of bounds again on the Pacers. Siakam got a hand on it as they passed it into Josh Hart. That was kind of a weird play design to get Josh Hart just close.
Because Siakam is a much larger
Yeah,
person.
and
As
yeah,
far as long,
that was
his
weird.
arms are, like,
Weird way to
long.
do that. Jalen taking it out now, though. Easy into McHale. Jalen Brunson gets it back immediately. Inside to McHale.
Pass it
gets it
out.
out to Josh. He drives inside.
Dunk
Straight
defense.
offense. Gets
What
it.
are you doing,
I
Josh?
thought he was going to
Oh
shoot it.
my
In transition
gosh.
now. Oh, and then the pace. No shot. No shot.
Josh
We're not calling.
Hart, what are you doing?
There's no way we're calling that a shooting foul, correct?
If it
It was not a shooting foul.
that was something that I would expect. What's that young man's name? Who does not shoot the basketball to save his parents' life?
Oh, Ben Simmons.
That was Josh Hart pulled a Ben Simmons just now, bro.
Oh, they called that a shooting foul. Oh, they're in the bonus. Never mind.
Yeah. But I mean, Josh Hart, what do you dunk the basketball?
Just dunk the basketball. What's good? LMAO the chat box. Yeah, I know, brother. It just pops up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I don't. That was a weird. Again, like we said, stop fouling. That's a bad play. Just put the ball up. Just shoot that shot.
At the basketball.
Goes in. Yeah.
Why are you trying to pass the ball?
Yeah, you were driving. You had the momentum. You had the motion towards it. Josh is upset though. He knows it. It. Another free throw. Make that one 55-72. This will be a quarter that they need to end on a good note. They played really well at a half. Holy shit, we've only played 6 minutes.
I know.
I feel like the Knicks have just been bodying the shit out of them for half an hour.
It feels like it.
Jalen getting doubled. Gets it to the corner. Josh Hart shoots the three-pointer. Misses that one, but I like it. Just shoot the three. Mikal gets it back to Josh. Drives inside on Siakam now. Gets it outside to Mikal. He drives inside. Right elbow. Gets it to Josh Hart off the left elbow. Gets him jumping. Fade away. Hook shot. Misses that one. Mitchell wanted the rebound. Doesn't get it. Transition. Turnover. Josh Hart now with the ball. Gets it over to Jalen. Gets it over to the corner. OG. Shoots the three-pointer. Misses that one. Gonna be a foul on Josh Hart there on the rebound. They're gonna get free throws out of it now, I believe, because they're in the bonus. I thought he said he hit him in the side of the head. They might look at it for a flagrant, which is always asked because it just stops the game for 14 minutes. That's where Bradley messed up. Just the awkward landing.
I thought that was all ball. Huh.
Yeah. Well, that was earlier. That was way earlier. Yeah. That was the guy he limped off. That was him limping off.
Got you.
I didn't know why he limped off. He just limped off because of it. But it is free throws.
Yeah.
After the foul on Josh Hart, again, like we said. I mean, 6 minutes with bonus is
New York's gone cold. They can't make a shot.
And it's a great way to get yourself back in the game is bonus free throws with 6 minutes left in the quarter.
You know, Indiana believes that they can win any of these games. After winning that one game.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You're in like I said, and now you've given them life. This is a 15-point game right now, or a 16-point game right now.
Yeah.
Could be 15 after this free throw. Like I said, 20 points felt different than 19.
Felt way different. Now it's down. See, I'm telling you, okay.
20 points in 12 minutes played, fewest minutes in 20-point game in playoff history. Damn.
Wow.
Benedict Mathurin going crazy. Benedict Mathurin, the only reason they're in this game right now. Because ain't nobody else doing shit for him, bro. What's interesting, that's 20 minutes across 2 games. He's played 10 minutes today. Gonna be a foul, gonna be bonus free throws here. It's also terrible. Mathurin, what are you doing?
That was not good.
What is Mathurin talking about? I get it. Oh, they're not in the bonus yet. They had a foul to give. I thought the Knicks were in the bonus. They're not, though. So you had a foul. Stop Jalen from getting getting free throws as well. You stop him from getting any shot up.
Being physical sometimes helps.
Tyrese now
nice.
gets sauced up by Jalen. Jalen drives inside, out to Josh Hart. Wide open three. Misses that one. They have gone cold, chat. It's a 15-point game. 0 field goals. Oh, my God. The Pacers haven't made a shot in 4 minutes, 5 minutes almost. Tyrese, what the holy shit. That was a crazy and one for the Pacers, chat.
Okay.
Obi Toppin with that and one. That was a crazy pass from Tyrese. It was a missile. Tyrese telling the boys, hey, we're back. It's a 13-point game. It's a 12-point game. That was a missile.
Great pass.
Oh, my God. That was
pass.
a missile. It's got to be so much more fun playing with a guy like Tyrese, man. Like Tyrese, Jalen, like those guys that just know how to get you the ball. Like eyes on the back of the head. They're just always looking for a pass. Always looking for a pass. Obi Toppin, 0 of 3 tonight. He's got 1 rebound. He's got 8 points. Another made free throw. I don't think he's missed a free throw yet. 12-point game. A 3-pointer makes it single digits after it was just a 20-point game like 4 minutes ago.
Literally.
Jalen Brunson, you're going to need to go to work. Cat off the court. There you go. Jalen just drive inside. Gets it inside to Mikal. It's a great job.
Great pass.
Jalen drives inside, gets it wide open. 14-point game after an easy lay by Mikal. Tyrese getting the, oh my God, what a pass. Obi Toppin inside, gets the lay. Great pass, great lay from Obi. That's his first field goal of the night. 62-74. Wow. It's all about how you close out quarters, chat. Josh Hart driving down the left side, controls the ball. That's a difficult play to control the ball. Gonna be an off-ball foul on. Oh, they're gonna hack it. I think they're going to hack a Mitchell. We've seen this through this year.
Robinson?
Yeah, it was like off ball. It was just like a hack a Robinson. We have seen this more in these playoffs, chat, than I think any playoffs ever. Because the Warriors did it against the Wolves.
The Wolves, yes.
Every single game because they had Steven Adams. And it was no fun. I mean, it worked.
Stops the clock,
They were already hot. Stops the clock. Already hot. I don't know if this is something I enjoy. I think it's pretty.
Well, they call it hack a Shack back in the day.
And I think it is pretty fun. Like
strategically, it's intelligent.
It makes total sense. Like
Sure.
Mitchell Robinson, 11 of 38, the first 10 games. 11 17 the last 6 though. So cashing in on the free throws, not working out, making more than half of his free throws. Misses that one though, so he doesn't have the opportunity to shoot.
He'll make this one.
I think he'll make this one. Shit, misses that one shot.
Wow.
Chance to make it a single-digit game with a three-pointer.
I'm following
chat.
that guy every time.
Drive inside. They call a foul.
They shouldn't call that foul. That's sloppy. The guy just. Wow.
Drove inside, said, "I'm just gonna go, man." 62-74, chance to make it. 10-point game, chat.
It's still the third
Who
quarter.
the hell is that? They're literally bringing in a bench dude to hack.
Yeah.
Holy shit. This is going to be a wild end. This third quarter is going to last.
Well, he doesn't want to bring Cat in because Cat already has 3 fouls.
Yeah, exactly. They're in a spot. It's pretty interesting. This could be an interesting basketball game now to close out this third quarter.
Where's the foul? That wasn't a foul.
Yeah, who'd they call it on?
Robinson.
Damn it, now Mitchell's so Mitchell's subbing out. So now, which now the Pacers subbed in, so they can't sub out the guy they just subbed in. He has to play.
Now it's not about talent. Now it's about strategy.
Yeah, now it's. Which who do they have in for Mitchell? Number 4. Opposite is on the rebound, so it's 64-74, 10-point game. It's whoever that is with the headband. He's got three guys with headbands. It don't matter. So Jalen, this is where you're like, Jalen, go to work. You've got.
Guys have to be ready to shoot.
Yeah, you gotta be getting other guys open and taking whatever opportunity you can. Good defense here. Gets the bucket. That's a tough ass.
And that was a foul.
Holy shit. Yeah, if the last one was a foul, that one was a foul for sure. 76-64. Tyrese taking it up top, just outside the three-point line. He drives inside, looking for his guy. He gets it inside to the dude they subbed into hack. Don't know who that is. Going to be a foul.
Good call.
Is that foul on Shepard?
Very good call.
I think that was on Shepard. Yeah, it was on Shepard. Off ball. Foul. They sub out the dude they just subbed in. Get Siakam back in the game.
Check it out.
It's a good great call.
Shepard. Yeah.
Little hedge play that he didn't get there in time for.
Yeah.
64-76. Siakam now subbed in. So now Robinson's still not playing. So they are giving up size to Siakam. But Miles Turner also had foul problems. So Miles Turner not able to be in the game either. So fairly even size-wise right now. Jalen looking to go to work on Tyrese. Tyrese been playing great defense these playoffs. Gets it inside to Josh. Josh should have just stayed at the three-point line. He drives in as Jalen does. Mikhail now with it. Drives to the right side. Midi.
Shot. Great shot.
Cash money shot. Chad, I've watched that for years from Mikhail Bridges. My boy, man. 313, 64-78. Tyrese gets it over to Pascal.
Great defense.
He gets it over to Mathurin. He pulls up a three-pointer. No. Holy shit, that'd have been crazy.
That would have been crazy.
Rebound.
Way to box out, Jalen. Way to
Knicks.
box
This
out.
is a great run now for the Knicks if they can get a bucket here. Jalen Brunson. I think that was a 2. Cash is in.
3. That was a 3.
It 3? I don't know if his foot was on the line.
That was 3.
And 1?
Is it and 1? No way. Wow.
Gotta be. Everybody's standing and 1-3. Like I said, Jalen Brunson gotta go to work, man.
Wait, was that 3? Yeah, 3.
Yeah, 100%. And 1-3, 4-point play opportunity. Obi Toppin, what do you want to review? You rain it? I don't know if it was a.
Wow.
I don't know how they call that foul nowadays. Sometimes they call it because he shot it. It wasn't on the shot.
I guess it's a makeup from the first half.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. One of those where you'd be hard pressed to to overturn that call because you just ran into him on the closeout. Like you'd have to be like, oh, there was a foul earlier or something. I think it's gonna be a foul 100%. But
I see why it was a foul because it was like you got to. He shot the ball and he come down, clobber the guy.
Yeah. On the shot, like he did land, but you're still running into him. Like you probably didn't really give him space. So one of those where I think it's a foul. I'd be surprised if they challenge it. It'd be pretty crazy to me if there was a challenge
if they're
there.
in Indiana, that call's not called on.
Yeah, no, 100%. But one of those where I think, I mean, we're seeing what we were talking about. We needed them to continue to, keep these runs, keep going to the paint, keep doing what you need to do. Jalen Brunson's got to go to work. You don't have Mitchell in. You don't have your inside guy to get those rebounds for you on tough lays and stuff. And instead, they just go get buckets. Jalen Brunson gets a bucket. Mikal Bridges with the mid-range gets a bucket. So we're seeing kind of the benefit of shot-making creators on your team. Obviously, Jalen was going crazy in the first half of this game. I mean, the first quarter was going absolutely nuclear. Mikal had a mid-range earlier in the third quarter. So, and they're closing out this third quarter in a great fashion. This was what we said. Every game, it's all about how you end quarters.
In the beginning. Well, in fact, beginning of the third quarter, it was solid. Midway through the third quarter, New York they couldn't buy a bucket.
Yeah, couldn't get a bucket, and then we're fouling.
They were fouling.
I mean, the only reason this game is, granted, it's a 17-point game now, but the only reason it was a 10-point game was because they were shooting free throws. They had no made field goals in 5 minutes, and it was a 10-point. They had dropped the lead by 10 points. So one of those where you just gotta. I'd venture to guess Thibodeau was probably like, hey, like stop fouling. Like if they shoot a shot, just let them shoot the shot. Don't try and close out hard.
And play defense with your feet. Like
just stay in front.
Just stay in front.
Just stay in front. We don't need the steals. We don't need the turnovers. Just play good defense. Because one of those, like you said, like these long possessions, like when you have these long possessions, they're draining.
Right.
You force guys into having to make a decision. That's my thing with football and with lacrosse. Like a lot of the time, a lot of the conversation as a leader on the team for me, growing like through high school and even playing basketball now, a lot of my stuff is just like, dude, just make a decision. Yeah, don't let him just get to stand there and shoot a wide open three. Like that's one thing that, again, watching the Suns a lot this year was difficult about it. It was just like, you're not making anyone work. They're just throwing it to a guy on the 3-point line, and he's just, I have to shoot it. Yeah, I'm just shooting a 3-point. He doesn't have to make a decision on, am I going to pump fake even? It's just, I'm just shooting a 3-point. So one of those where the Knicks are doing a great job of forcing guys into decision-making, into what am I going to do as a ball handler right now? Right. Tyrese has 6 shots. He's made one layup that we saw earlier that was blown defense. Right. He's got 11. He doesn't even have double-digit points yet. So and they just subbed him out. So I mean, the Knicks are doing exactly what they need to do to win this game. Yeah. And they don't look tired.
No.
They don't look tired yet. Again, the fouls I think were problematic, but I don't.
And see, I think the result of what we're seeing with the Knicks is ultimately, even though in the third quarter they kind of dropped the ball a little bit, they maintained an aggressive level of defense.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, hey, so you're not making shots, but you're still
being aggressive. And the good thing about that, well, it's not a good thing for the Pacers, is that they're tired. They're trying to, and their shots are all desperate shots, and they're trying to make threes to, of course, shorten the margin of points. And that's a problem. Yeah,
and again, like everybody says now, like the math just works out. Like just shoot threes. If you're behind, just shoot threes. It doesn't matter if you're.
And I think that's terrible basketball.
Same, and I do as well. Which is, again, I think I made this comment last time. 8-0 run by the Knicks after the score was brought down to 10. Pascal in the post, gonna get the.
Good no call. Very good no call. It was straight up and down basketball.
Inside. And one from the guy they subbed in for Mitchell.
Yes.
Big and one, bro. Big and one. Yeah, Precious Achiuwa.
Sure, yeah.
Precious Achiuwa not getting minutes.
I'm glad he went straight up to the basket.
Again, one of those where if you get if you get sent to the Knicks chat, if you're not a starter, you don't get to play basketball. Precious Achiuwa was getting plenty of minutes. I forgot where he was at before, but Precious Achiuwa was definitely getting plenty of minutes on his previous team. Let me see. I remember who it was. But he gets the and one. They're subbing in the bench guys.
There they are.
For the end of the third.
As they should.
Up 20 again. Up 20 again.
Getting ready for
it was the Raptors. In my head, I thought he played for the Raptors. Yeah, he played for the Raptors.
He got a lot of minutes up there. He played well.
I mean, he was playing. I mean, he was averaging 20 at least. I mean, he's quote unquote averaging 20 this year, but he's only started in 10 games this year. Gotcha. He was a starter. He played in 56, 25. I guess he's getting plenty of minutes. He's fine right now. He's always been a role guy. Yeah. But one of those where it felt like he was a little bit more. Another rebound for. I mean, Precious gets another rebound. He gets the and one up. Did he make the free throw?
He gets physical. I don't know.
I don't think he did. I think he might have missed a free throw.
Did he?
I feel like it was a 17-point game.
I think he did make it.
Yeah, it was 7 because it was 81-64. Midi.
Wow.
Cash money from.
Nice. This kid got game. I like his game.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. I forgot what his name was. I had his name in my head.
Oh,
steal now. Good job. Oh, good patience. Just didn't get the bucket. Obi Toppin in transition. Inside to Pascal. Ooh, that's a hard foul. That was a dangerous foul.
I don't like
that's why they
that
put
foul.
padding on the backstop, chat. Pascal's fine, though. That one's one of those where it, like, hurts your ass. That's a,
Damn, that's a flagrant.
Yeah, that's a hard foul.
That's a.
They might look at it.
McBride, he that's a hard foul.
Looks like they are going to look at it.
Yeah, that was a bit much. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Wait, did they?
Like, come on, bro.
What did they challenge, though?
He called that a good hard playoff foul. Did you hear that? What are you talking about? That's a flagrant.
Official. I thought they challenged it. They're just reviewing it. Yeah, I thought it was.
That's flagrant.
I mean, it wasn't basketball. It wasn't a
No.
basketball play whatsoever.
I mean, I get that he's trying to keep him from scoring a basket, but he had too much momentum.
And he came from too far behind. He's trailing the entire play.
Like, look at this.
Grabs him at his hip and his stomach. Yeah.
Come on. At that type of speed momentum, stop. Come on, bro. Let the.
It's 2
on.
points.
Yeah, give him the 2 points. Stop. McBride didn't care.
They're debating at the
That's flagrant.
announcers themselves. I would say it was flagrant. One of those where I think.
Well, is flagrant defined by it being done from a position of being?
I believe flagrant 2 is a malicious act.
It wasn't
on
malicious.
purpose.
No,
Yeah, I
that
believe
wasn't malicious.
Flagrant 2, I believe, is malicious. And
That wasn't malicious.
You like
He just
cock
was
your
trying to
arm
keep-
back.
It wasn't a Detroit Pistons bad boys fight.
Nah. And it's
No.
not like. So just common foul. I think it's fine
That's fair.
too. Like
That's fair.
I think
That's
it's.
fair.
I definitely think it's borderline. Like
Yeah.
any more, and I'd have been like, all right.
Yeah, if it was like he didn't like it wasn't like
It
malicious.
wasn't a
like you
half
said.
down.
Right.
Like
It wasn't malicious.
it
but
was just
like
dangerous. It was more of a
very
dangerous common
dangerous.
foul. It was more
This
just
is
dangerous
momentum.
common foul.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
And again,
exactly.
the Pacers are just hot. I mean, they're down 22 in an elimination game. Like
Yeah.
one of those where it's just the way that it's just the way it works out sometimes, you know. And that guy's just trying. Again, that guy's just trying to keep you from scoring. He's not trying to injure you. In my head,
I don't know what the Pacers coach told them heading into this game, but I'm going to assume that he did not put any urgencies under their skirts because.
What do Padre? Thank you for stopping by, Dad.
Huh?
I was saying thanks, Padre, for stopping by. I appreciate you.
Oh, yeah. And just that, they're not playing like they're ready for the finals.
Yes.
They're playing like they're trying to survive. It's like you're up 3-1.
Yeah, they're playing like they're trying to get back to Indiana. Is what they're playing like.
And
They're
and that
they
win
want
isn't
to get.
promised.
Yeah, they want to get back to Indiana. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
just like,
Okay.
You know what's more fun as a fan? Winning a series.
Right.
Just closing down a series.
And if
is
they
always
play,
more fun.
if the Knicks play defense like this,
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God.
Pacers are not going to have 2 players scoring 30 points.
No.
not
Oh,
gonna
I
happen.
mean, Tyrese got 9.
Yeah.
Like, and
Missed free throws.
Siakam's just missing every free throw. They get the rebound, though.
Yeah, they did.
Siakam, he drives inside now. Gets it outside to Mathurin. Mathurin with the, behind the. Oh, my God. That was an insane reverse layup from Mathurin. Mathurin's cooking.
Where that kid made that layup, he's in the weight room.
In the high five from that was a tough lay. I ain't gonna lie, that was a tough lay, chat.
It was.
Chance to make it an 18-point game. Makes the
He's
free
playing
throw.
very good
He's
basketball.
playing. I mean, again, he's if not the only. I mean, he's got 15. He's one of the few reasons they're even, somewhat close.
Benedict.
7 of 7 from the free throw line as well. I mean, yeah,
He's
that's the type of stuff you got to do.
Very well.
TJ McConnell.
He's playing very physical.
On right. They get it up to is that McHale? Yeah, McHale. Get inside to Precious. Precious almost loses it. They're going to have to put up a shot, though. 3-point attempt is up. He misses that one. Long rebound to Josh, though.
McBride.
Is that right?
McBride.
Oh, McBride. My bad. To McBride. McBride. Crossover
Great
midi.
shot.
Misses that one. Rebound from Josh Hart. Saves it almost. TJ. Who's it out
New
on?
York ball. New York ball. Yep,
They call it New York ball. The baseline judge doesn't make it. The sideline judge makes the call. 86 to 68.
I'm letting them play at the top. I'm not bringing in none of my starters. Josh Hart. That dude.
Bro, he's going to work today.
Josh Hart plays so hard, man.
Yeah, he's one of those guys you just would love to have on your team.
Love to have a guy like that, bro.
Got to be a guy who probably not like the loudest voice, but a guy who like doesn't want to lose either. Mikhail in the post, midi misses that one.
It's okay. It's an okay miss.
And he's been making them. Might as well shoot it. TJ now in transition. Gets it to
man,
Mathurin. Mathurin probably going, they get it to Siakam. They get it back to Mathurin now. Fake pick. They clear out that side, though, for him to go to work. Mathurin almost traveled.
Yeah, he walked.
Siakam inside now. Gets it outside to TJ. TJ been shooting threes well. Makes another one.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot.
That's been a long time since we saw three made. 71 to 86. 37 seconds left in.
That's a foul,
They called a foul. Bonus free throws. That's a terrible foul. You just had a three-pointer made. You can get into your transition defense or into your set defense. Yeah, that is nice.
Step it up. Yeah, Shepard. He stroked that thing.
Pause. It's a great statement. 86-71. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Josh Hart is going to win.
Yeah, he is. Nice.
Makes a free throw.
At the bounce, baby. Shoot his bounce.
Shooter's bounce. Nice soft touch. Cat getting to sit for a long time. He's not even sweating.
That's good.
No sweat on his face.
The two superstars can sit, and you got. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, Jalen hasn't been playing for a minute either.
Exactly.
It's going to be a...
And Robinson's out.
Yeah, man, they got everybody sitting.
Yeah.
Again, this
make
is
a
something
bucket.
that people have been telling Thibodeau to do for the entirety of the series.
Yeah.
And again, like we said, this series could easily be such a different...
2-2, like you said.
Yeah, it could easily be such a different scenario. Midi from Mathurin. Good God, dude. Mathurin is on a heater today,
He's trying
chat.
to get that contract
Yeah,
extended.
he is. Yeah, he is. Saying,
Wow.
let me keep the team in it. 15-point game. I mean, he's done a great job of keeping this quarter close.
Best player for Pacers
There's
tonight.
about just a couple milliseconds between shot clock and game clock. McBride with it up top. Gets it to Mikhail. He's trying to go to work. Gets into the post. Midi.
Got him.
Cash money chat from Mikhail Bridges. We've watched it so much as Suns fans.
Didn't it? They didn't call a foul.
Did they?
They tried traveling. Hold up. Put some more seconds on the clock.
Oh, because he bounced. Because he tried to get the foul. He tried to bait the foul. He
walked.
Threw it. Yeah, he threw it up and.
He walked. That's a good call. You got to give him like 2 seconds. Put 2 seconds on the clock. It's end of the third quarter.
Nah.
End of the third. Yeah. Let's go.
They're drawing up a play. Oh, yeah, dude, just spot Cat up.
Wait. No, they're starting the fourth quarter. They're not about
No. He's reviewing. They're reviewing time.
Oh, you're right. Wait, hold up. So he gets the ball.
1.8.
1.
Yeah, it depends on when they.
2, 3. He never dribbled the ball. Oh,
Yes.
he was assuming he was going to get fouled.
Correct. Yeah, he was trying to bait the foul, so he was just walking. And then, so, I mean, there's got to be there's probably 0.6 left.
Didn't work out for him.
Dude, imagine they hit a 3 right now, too. That'd be crazy.
It was funny you said that. I was just thinking, imagine having front row seats at this game.
Oh, my God, man. Front row seats anybody. I've never been front row at a basketball game.
Yeah.
I think it's probably nuts. I've been front row at a hockey game, and it's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Basketball, I do think, is probably one of those where, for me, there's such a larger human in comparison to me that, like every time I see a basketball player, like college, right? It doesn't have to be a pro player. Guys from high school and on are pretty much, you got 6'7" guys. Like, it's probably pretty crazy. Like, I went to the Spurs game. I think it was the last Spurs game against the Suns this year. And I went early to see Wemby warm up, and it was just so weird. Like, he's just such
Massive.
and his wingspan is just so long. Like, it's and he's such an awkwardly built. Like, KD's a very similar. Like, KD's 7 foot and incredibly skinny and long. Like, those guys are all just built so differently as a human that, like, it's weird that we're the same species. Like, it just looks so different the way that they're built. That
true.
They're so long. So, I mean, yeah, Wemby's, I think, 7'2", like 7'2", 7'3". Like,
Yeah, he's taller than KD.
yeah, 7'3". He's 7'3". His wingspan's probably, almost double that. Eight feet. He's got 8 feet wingspan. His arms are longer than his
they
body.
gave it to him.
0.6, so they can get a spot up shot. Oh, short. I like it though.
It seemed like it was a foul. He's like, nah, I can't get that. He wants a foul.
You guys, we didn't call the foul. He got the ball. So fourth quarter, 17-point game.
17-point game.
Fouls reset, so you're not as worried about the bonus anymore. They had the bonus for so long there. They did a great job closing out the quarter without causing fouls because it was looking to be a problem with the way they were fouling. And it was all transition. It was like basically all transition fouls. So you're stopping the clock early in the shot clock. So stop doing that. You close out the quarter on a better note. So you're in a good position here.
Yeah, very good position.
You got to come out of the fourth again and just keep the pressure.
You have, bro.
Can't do anything crazy right now, Chad.
Please don't do nothing crazy.
You gotta just allow yourself as a team to just continue. Just continue doing it. Don't do anything crazy. Don't try and don't rely on the three. Don't rely on just the paint shots. Don't rely on just the middies. Like you've had balanced offense all around. Continue to have balanced offense. You don't got to do anything crazy. Keep it the way you've been playing. You don't got to change anything so far. Until you made a little bit of an adjustment with the fouls and stuff like that when it came down to the middle of the third. Made that adjustment. Continue to play with that adjustment until they figure out something else to do. Because you're in the position that you're in, you're allowed to make those adjustments. You're allowed to continue to play and then make the adjustment to whatever they're doing. You don't need to change yours in order to try and catch them off guard or try and do anything like that.
Stay consistent with what you're doing.
And I think, and again, like we said, Jalen Brunson, he's got 30 tonight. Cat's got 20 tonight. Mikal Bridges with 10 tonight, 5 and 10.
30?
Got 30 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. You only got 2 fouls, so you're not worried about it.
Okay.
Cat does have 4 fouls.
He has 4. Robinson has what, 3 or 4?
Let me see. I think Robinson has 4. I would think at least. I would think that's why he didn't play. He's got 3.
3. I'm putting him, Cat, and Jalen on the floor together.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're like, dude, just make guys have to work.
I'm trying
for
to
everything.
suffocate.
Don't allow any, make the Pacers have to shoot an insane clip from 3. Like
exactly
one of those where it's difficult too, because if the Pacers just got stupid hot from 3,
oh my god,
you'd just be like, all right, well that is what we wanted them to do. Like there's not much we can do in that scenario.
Not gonna happen though.
I'm in the spot where I'm like, do I think they're gonna shoot crazy from 3? I mean, they're struggling so heavily
because it's not they're not getting clear shots.
No, like I said, we saw one that it was a double closeout on the last pass of the possession. If you're getting double closed out on the last pass of possession, bro, you've got bigger problems.
Now, if they're getting shots like Shepard's last 3 that he knocked down, that was a clean. He was set, ready to shoot it. You don't want to have them in that position. You want to have more contested shots.
Even if you just have one-on-one, like Tyrese in a one-on-one in an ISO game, like Tyrese is probably going to shoot threes from here on out. One of those where he just hasn't done much today.
See how he's getting banged when he
off the picks. Everybody has a hand on him on the picks.
Exactly. That's wonderful basketball, man.
Hand on his back so he knows you're there the whole time, playing in front of him.
And that drains you, man. That drains you.
Yeah, you're running the whole game.
Look how he's holding him. See, look at that. That's good. Look at that. Get hands on him. Hands on him. Look at that. Hands are on him.
And they're not allowing him to get space from a pass. Every pass that has to get made to Tyrese is a contested possession pass. You're doing everything you can to just keep them from getting easy
This is great basketball,
10th game with 30 points in 2025 play. That's pretty wild. Wow. Knicks record in a single postseason.
He's worth it. He's big time.
I believe Michael Jordan's record in a single game is 51.
In a single game? Playoff?
Yeah.
63.
63? Jesus Christ, man.
Boston.
Inside, easy lay. They get it outside to Landry. Pull up.
That's Cash.
Oh, my God. Cash.
Your favorite player.
92. They counted as a 2. Step back 2 for him.
Oh, Jalen's not even playing right now. Okay, cool.
Siakam inside to Mathurin. Gets the foul.
He should have tried to dunk that ball.
Cannot foul.
Who's
Fuck
that foul?
You, Landry Shamet.
Shamit, show him that you the man, 44. Show him that you the man,
That was a
baby.
great pass out to the corner. Step back. Just didn't get it back. Just didn't get far enough back.
2, huh?
Yeah.
I like his game. I like how he plays.
About the longest 2 you can have, too.
His feet are on the line, too.
Yeah. 73-92.
This kid here is balling.
Free throws a make. Yeah, Mathurin is going to be...
His name Mathurin?
Yeah, I believe so.
Mathurin? Okay.
Patrick Mathurin or Brandon Mathurin?
Mathurin, yeah, his last name is Mathurin. You're right. You're right. Yeah.
Benedict, my bad.
Benedict.
Neither of those.
Okay, so it's Benedict.
Benedict, yeah, Benedict is pretty. I think,
What's his last name? Mathurin, yeah.
how old is he? 22. He's 22, by the way.
Gee whiz. 18 points.
Went to
tonight?
U of A.
U of A? Oh,
Shout out.
19 points. He's balling.
Fuck the Bears, by the way. 76-92. 70. Holy shit, my eyes suck. 75-92.
Mm-hmm.
How's that football team doing, U of A? Just wondering. 75-92. 11
point
minutes.
lead.
That's a good. This is a
No.
good lead.
Was it 17
17,
point lead?
17. Yeah, yeah. Good long possession here. OG 3-point attempt. Cashes
Wow.
in. Cash.
Wow.
They're shooting great tonight. Taking their ones as best they can. TJ. That was CP-esque.
Got TJ.
That was a nice little fade away just inside the elbow. Josh Hart bringing it up the court. Gets past Pascal behind the back.
Okay, good job.
Yeah, just take the
Work
time.
Work the clock.
Get it to McBride. Gets it over to Cat.
Josh Hart, man.
I do. Every time I feel like he tries, it just looks good. Cat. Miles Turner back in the game. Oh, my God. He blows the layup, though.
Good try, though, Cat.
Great move
Good try,
from
brother.
Cat inside. TJ driving inside now. Gets it out. Oh, God. That was disgusting looking.
Good
Oh,
D.
Miles
Look at them.
Turner.
Look at the Knicks. Look at the white jerseys. Look at the white jerseys.
4 white jerseys
There
on the
you go.
rebound. It's
There
a
you
it's
go.
on the turnover more than anything. Josh Hart trying to drive inside.
you doing,
Bad pass from Josh. We've seen a couple of those tonight. Pascal now driving. Gets it to Mathurin. Mathurin drives inside. No foul, but he gets the bucket. 16-point game. Again,
I feel like Thibodeau right now. What are you doing?
that was just a bad play from Josh. Josh just shouldn't have. He just dribbled inside and then threw it away immediately with
Like,
no
why?
help. Bride with the ball. TJ on him.
I'm taking him to the back. Pull up, brother.
Gets it to Cat. Foul called on the play.
Whenever a point guard, listen,
Oh my
for all of the
Cat
those,
holding his abs.
for all of the viewers watching this right now and listening to this, if you are a point guard or a two guard and you are at the free throw line, do not pass the ball if you're squared up shoulders
Yeah.
to the basket. Shoot the basketball.
Yeah, again, Josh done it twice tonight.
Like, what is that?
Yeah,
Shoot the basketball.
One of those where, to me, I'm like, Josh, like, you should have the confidence. Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason for you to feel like you need to dish
If
it
you
out.
if you have 10 inches of spacing, shoot the basketball.
And nobody's, like, on a heater right now.
Nobody.
Like nobody's on a... Cat hasn't banged 4 threes in a row or 5 shots in a row where you're like,
Right.
yeah, let Cat shoot. Like,
Right, exactly.
misses the free throw, though.
Exactly.
Good foul call. Again, I think it's a...
The subtle elbow.
Yeah. 79-95. Make this free throw.
Come on, Cat, make the free throw, man. It's a free throw. It's free. Come on, man.
17-point game if you make the free throw. 16-point game currently. It's a long free throw. Makes it.
Good job,
96-79. 17-point game. Reggie Miller, Kevin Harlan. I think they've had Reggie Miller do every game, which makes sense.
Yeah.
This is the Pacers, but be kind of sick.
Oh,
TJ
nice.
McConnell.
Ooh,
Inside on Landry.
little guy, though.
He is
And he
tiny.
can pick it up.
Loses
Oh,
the ball.
That's New York ball. That's right.
Gonna be
Good
Knicks
D.
ball.
Good
Landry.
D.
Landry getting the crowd hype. Chat.
There you
every time
go.
every time I talk shit about somebody, they go crazy.
They go crazy.
79-96.
JB, come on, man. Look at this D.
That was a travel. He dragged the pivot.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he was. I like how, yeah, there you go.
Right, bringing it up. They don't even need Jalen to play.
Not right now.
Need a bucket. Get a bucket here. Let's be a huge
Josh,
bucket.
don't turn over the ball,
Oh
man.
my God, I thought he did.
I doubt, man.
OG with it. OG not shooting great tonight. 3-point attempt though. Holy shit, that'd have
He
been
made the
insane.
one
He made the
before
last
that,
one. He did
though,
make the one
so-
before that. Yeah.
I think that was a bad shot. They should have worked the ball around more.
Good Lord. Pacers ball movement is just ass tonight. TJ McConnell gets it inside. It's just all this. Just an ISO game. Pascal gets inside, gets the easy lay. Good no foul, though. Like, Josh Hart not doing too much. 15-point game, though. But again, I mean, it's 15 points. You're 2 threes away from this game being single digits.
Yes.
So the Knicks...
You gotta score.
Yeah, like, I'm not letting OG shoot right now, chat. Unless he's got a good opportunity, but...
Stop shooting. They should go to the basket.
Landry pull up 3-pointer. Oh my God, misses it. That one. That looked like
That's
that was
a good shot.
And
He
it looked
can
like
stroke it.
that play was drawn up specifically
For
for him.
him,
TJ
yeah.
drives
Oh,
inside.
good cookies.
Cookies from Josh Hart. In
Nice.
transition now. Gets it to Cat. Cat drives inside, stripped by the Pacers. It's a Tough possession
Cat,
there.
you're not going to
TJ.
win an Oscar award with that. Come on, man.
Brandon Matherin. I would think you're getting it to Brandon to get it over to Miles, who gets it back over. Can't tell who that is. 3-point attempt, though.
Okay.
12-point game,
Okay.
chat.
Okay.
8-12. Team's
All
getting
right.
rest.
12-point game.
You do not want to see Tyrese in a 5-point game, chat. Let's be honest.
I'm bringing Jalen
Nick's,
Brunson back in.
yeah, Nick's taking a timeout. It's a good idea here. Take a
I'm bringing
timeout.
Jalen Brunson back in.
Set your defense up. It's good ball movement here. I just said their ball movement's been dog shit, and then they go and have that type of possession. So, all right.
The Knicks can't put the ball in the hole right now.
They can't. I mean, OG's 3 wasn't great. Landry missed his
The one
3
he
as well.
made,
So
the one he made was luck.
yeah, and it was corner. You know what people? Be honest, corner 3 is easier than other 3s.
Corner threes are hard.
I personally.
Well, I like
hate
corner
three.
threes.
I hate corner. I hate them.
I thrive on them.
Personally shooting them, I hate.
Yeah, I thrive on them, but psychologically, because of the dimension of the shot, when you shoot a corner shot, you have nothing but the rim.
Yeah.
You have no luxury.
Even if you're normally switching 3s,
Yeah.
it just is mentally different.
Mentally
I
different.
personally, dude, with a passion, hate shooting corner 3s.
Yeah.
I would much rather shoot a top, literally straight on 3. I know straight on 3s are also difficult, but I would rather shoot a
Straight on
three
threes. Oh my
personally.
God, those are cake.
Not for me. I don't shoot 3s. To be fair, I'm not a 3
Gotcha.
guy. I'm not a 3
Okay.
guy. I'm middies and lays all day.
Middies and lays, baby.
middies and lays and rebounds. That's what I'm
Middies
doing.
and
One of those where I used to enjoy that type of basketball. Again, it's interesting because I made that comment when Denzel was here about like, it's weird to me because basketball is so different.
It is.
It's so different for the Suns in comparison to everyone else. Like, I've only watched, I watched CP and Book and DA and then Mikhail, who was starting to shoot more middies when he was playing with us and stuff.
He was balling for Phoenix.
One of those were, to me, it's weird because like I've just grown up in the past, 6 years watching us shoot mid-range shots.
Sure.
You watch like 90% of the league, it's not the case, like whatsoever.
Bro.
Not even kind of. Like it is
It's outrageous.
It is
man.
obviously not the normal.
I'm like, how are you guys all shooting? I think it has a lot to do with it. I mean,
Yeah, same. Yeah,
Come on,
it-
guys,
the way
like-
the league is kind of moving too, like I think we're just in a spot where, like, you don't benefit. Like, it's not like the league. It's tough
not
because
fun to watch.
and it's tough because I don't know what the answer is either. Like,
As far as
how do you?
the remedy?
Yeah, like to making 3s. Like, do you just?
Oh, to making threes?
No. Like the remedy to the 3-point attempts. Like, how do you? Because you can't really incite people to shoot more 2s. Because the only way you would do that is if you were like, oh, we're either going to call more fouls or make them worth more, which would be weird. Obviously, you can't do either of those. So, like, what is the people have talked about? Extending the 3-point line. So now the corners aren't 3-pointers, which would also be wild. I think because you would just no one would ever shoot from like you would literally never shoot from the corner if it wasn't a 3-pointer. I don't think.
You know what I think you do? It's not all dependent on the 3-point shot as to why the ratings are what they are. I think it also has a lot to do with the fact of player urgency and player dedication to the game. For example, let's change the rules a little bit. Let them hand check and arm bar. Let's get back to that a little bit.
Yeah, I think the more
Physical
pressure
you make the
defense.
game, exactly. Because see, if you pressure defense, you're going to see guys who are today, in quotations, great 3-point shooters, no longer be great 3-point shooters.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, literally. They'll just be tired by the end of the game.
Exactly.
You'll be at a spot where you're like, oh, I can't shoot as many
And
3s. Like,
guys
you'll
that-
have guys like Steph who can continue to do it, but it's just Steph. Like,
That's just, and Stephen have a hard time as well.
yeah, exactly.
He would have a hard time.
Especially at this age. I'm just saying, like, those are the types of guys that, like, it don't matter how much defense you play, they're just going to shoot, 15 threes. But the average NBA player is shooting like 6 threes a game right now. Like, out of the timeout, going to be a jump ball, looks like, between
Jalen and
I can't remember.
Walker.
Well, yeah, Walker. I don't remember what Walker's first name is. It's not what you want to see out of a timeout.
He could be aggressive, Walker.
They wanted Miles to get the
Oh, this is patient ball.
Jarris Walker. Yeah, this guy.
I'll jump into him.
Jalen jumped early in transition quickly after the one jump ball.
What's this,
Tyrese now gets it over to Miles.
12-point game?
It's a 2-pointer. Misses that one. Not a great attempt from Miles Turner either. He didn't step back far enough. He might have made it if it was a three-point attempt. Cat with a three-pointer could be huge. Misses that one. Josh Hart, no rebound. So 2 misses out of the timeout now. All right, if he's got OG, he's going to go to the rim. Oh, never mind. No foul?
Nope.
Turnover by the Pacers on an unforced error.
Pass.
Walker just threw it away. Miles Turner had the smaller guy. He's double dunking it. You see that shit? Oh my God, bro went like that. Bro, calm down. Calm down. 18-13 in the turnover. There's been 31 turnovers tonight, Chad. That is pretty wild, actually. 84-96. No bucket out of the timeout. 7 minutes left in the game. Josh Hart drives inside. Oh, he's going to get the foul, too.
And one.
And one.
Nice.
Oh, my God. That's a huge and one.
I like
Why you
Josh
jumping,
Hart,
big
man.
fella?
I like this dude. He makes some mistakes sometimes, man, but
Why you jumping, big fella? He had all the defense. Like, no need to jump.
that was easy play for him, too.
What are you doing, Shepard? Why is Matherin not on the court right now?
Yeah, look at his shoulders, his delts.
Dude, he
works out.
He's been getting big in New York for sure.
He's worked out, definitely.
They gave Cat the nickname Bodega Cat. Oh, misses the free throw though, but he gets a 2. It's all good.
Yeah.
14-point game.
14-point game.
Keeps it in at least 2 possessions before it's down to 9. Tyrese.
This guy can't shoot.
I don't know why he's not shooting. That's a normal 3-point shot. Like,
but they contesting it. Like they're in here. They're in this guy.
Tyrese.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh my God,
Look
the
at
pump
that.
fake. I was kind of a crazy play. I'm not gonna lie. Misses the
Look at
lay.
that. Look at that. Ooh, elbow.
Wanted the foul.
Ooh,
Cat got hit in the
elbow.
face. It
People
looked
get
like.
socked out. Okay.
Jalen Brunson,
Don't shoot
top
that,
right elbow,
Jalen.
the 3.
Don't
Good
shoot that,
defense
Jalen.
there from Shepard. Tries to go inside, wants to pick from McHale. They play over the top. See, now they're shoving on it. Yeah. McHale now inside, though. Gets it to Josh Hart.
Nice
Can't foul.
basketball.
16-point game, just like that. Timeout from the Pacers. 6 minutes. So you got, if you are the Pacers, you've got time, okay? But you got to start making shots.
The way they're playing, though, is the way the Knicks are playing. Oh, good pass.
See, but again, I don't know why they weren't doing this throughout the entire game. Like, they should have been switching.
Who's this?
The Pacers. They weren't switching for the first half like at all. No. And I didn't understand why they weren't.
They're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, now they're like, oh, let's switch it. Now it's too late. Now you're in too late of a spot where you can't foul. You can't be getting like you don't want to put the. If there's one thing the Pacers don't want to do is put the Knicks in the bonus with 6 minutes because then you can't do anything. But the reason Mitchell Robinson I think they took out was just because of the hack. They're just gonna keep hacking him. So one of those where Mitchell probably won't get any more minutes in this game because
I'm not putting him back in
because it did slow down the game incredibly.
And you're getting them,
and then
like you said, he's getting free numbers.
And then he was missing free throws, so like it kind of makes sense to just you're gonna get in transition on those free throws and stuff. So, and you've got Jalen and Cat who are cooking and stuff, and Josh Hart now with an and 1. Like you're in a spot where it makes sense to just continue to have these guys just continue to work. It's going again, like we said, don't change it. If it ain't broke, don't change it. You're not the one that has to adjust. At all. You're up by 16. You're up by 7. Going down to 12, bringing it back to 16. Every time the Pacers put a couple buckets together, the Knicks are going back right with a 3, with 2 2s, with some free throws. Like they're not allowing it to get. I'm always a person who says like you got to get to single digits. If you don't ever get it, if you can never get it to like 9, you're never gonna come back in a game. Once you get it to like 9, and you're like, oh shit, like
you can breathe.
Yeah, and in the Knicks are like shit.
From 20 to 9, I got this.
Yeah, exactly. Your mindset is holy shit.
This.
Oh, we came back. We brought it back 11. We can bring it back 9. That's easy. That's only 3 threes. Oh, that's easy. We can do that too. There's a couple free throws and a 3. Like, whereas if you're a team like a game like this where the Knicks are get it down to 12, balloon to 17. Get it down to 12, balloon to 16. Get it down to 10, balloon to 16.
That's exactly what's happening.
Your team is like, holy shit, dude. We can't hold this run. Like we can't do anything to get this game any closer than 10, which is problematic mentally and just causes you to just shut down, I think, kind of, even if it's a 12-point game with like 3 minutes. There are a lot of teams that come back with that type of shit.
So true.
But when you've been doing this the whole game, you're playing from behind, you're playing with so much pace, your main star in Tyrese Haliburton has 6 points, or 8 points? 6 points. There's not a single person on the court right now for the Pacers who has double-digit points. Neesmith, 1 of 7. Miles Turner, 2 of 3. Nembhard, 2 of 6. Tyrese, 1 of 6. And we saw the numbers Tyrese put up in the last game, bro. He was 31, 15, and 12. Yeah. And today he has 6, 1, and 5.
He got shut down.
Getting shut down this game. Like, but
now,
again,
the last game was in Indy, right?
Yeah, it was the second home game of Indy.
yeah.
It was the first game that Tyrese Haliburton's dad was allowed to be at since he
His behavior was unacceptable.
got into the face of Giannis.
With
That
the-
was
with
crazy,
Rick
by the
Freak
way.
was-
That was crazy.
That was so foolish.
Of who?
Haliburton's father.
Oh, okay, I thought you were saying Giannis. I was like, I feel like Giannis was just on the court.
No, Giannis was like so merciful. He
Yeah,
could have
yeah.
picked him up by his throat and
Yeah,
threw him
yeah.
up like,
I thought
"Get
it was,
this little man outta here."
and
Like,
it
what
was
you
so
doing?
weird to me because I was like, oh, I thought something was happening. They came back to the game weirdly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Tyrese's dad,
Yeah,
like,
that was horrible.
one of those where it is weird
Like,
because
what are
some
you
parents,
doing?
Morant's dad, very similar, where you're like, bro, like
Like,
you're not the
like-
pro, dude. Like, you didn't
go
play pro
sit down-
basketball.
go sit down, man.
Yeah, like your son paid for your tickets, bro. It's fine. Like just be at the game. Don't cause him any problems, bro. Like he brought you to the
walked
game.
on the court and
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah. And started talking. Like, bro, relax. It's not that big a deal. Turnover.
See,
Oh, no
that's-
turnover. Brandon Mathurin back in the game now. Benedict Mathurin, my foul. Miss bucket or miss shot after the timeout from the Pacers. Big bucket. Could have been a 3 there. Would have made a 13-point game. Could have been huge for him.
16-point game.
Miss bucket. Hedging up high. Oh, it was almost over and back. Jalen now. Tyrese, his primary defender. They get to the corner. Mikhail, gonna need to shoot it here. That's pure, though,
Great
chat.
shot. That's all
That's
day for
pure
this kid.
chat.
That's all day for him.
I saw him going to the midi. We all knew it was a
Yeah,
bucket.
exactly. He goes there. It's a bucket.
It's a bucket every time. 18-point game now. Tyrese
Nice.
crossover. Miles Turner with the ball.
He walked. Ref, come on.
Should have been a
They
walk.
traveling to Mecca
Wait.
tonight. What?
Ooh, Mikhail gets tapped in the nuts. Limping. Hit his leg or something. It's a great bucket. Get to your spot. Throws it out in front of him. Catches it.
Beautiful. Textbook basketball.
Shot clock expiring. What was the foul here? Was
Travel.
It was a travel.
He traveled.
Called a foul on Mikhail there? Mathurin from the midi. Misses that one. To me, kind of wrapped up his night, I think. I think it's kind of
Who's that?
Mathurin. He kind of sat down for a
Yeah.
long time, came in, misses a
done.
shot. Jalen inside, gets it to Josh Hart, or Joe Hart.
Don't
Josh,
shoot that.
Josh Hart, my fault.
Josh Hart. That's okay.
Cat now with a 3-point attempt.
Yeah, ooh.
Misses that one. That would have been the dagger to me personally.
Yeah, it would've.
Holy shit, what a pass. Pascal inside on Mikhail. That's easy for Pascal. That's just a
That
longer
was
and
a foul, but
longer and
it's a good no
stronger guy
call.
in Pascal. That's a good no call though. Like,
Yeah.
hey, you're not gonna get away with these easy ones now.
No.
You're gonna need to work for these fouls. It's gonna be funny when like no one touches Mikhail on this drive and it's a foul or something though. They get it up to Cat. They got Cat, Jalen, Mikhail, Josh, and OG all in right now. Midi from Jalen. That was a crazy shot. I was not expecting a pull up from Jalen right there. Back to 18-point game. You need to start. This is when you need to start.
Was he at, like,
banging
32
threes.
points?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pascal.
Oh, nice
Holy
move.
shit. Doesn't get the bucket though.
Josh Hart.
Josh Hart with the rebound.
C-O. OG, pull up. Could have shot that.
Crossover. Gets
Go
Miles
up with the
jumping.
ball.
Josh Hart with the rebound. Mikhail corner 3. This is the dagger.
Dagger.
Chat. Misses it though. Transition. Benedict Mathurin in transition Euro. Gets the lay. It's a great lay there. 88-104. I was incorrect. He's still getting more
I
points.
like that kid.
He's, I mean, again, he is the only reason this game is even. This game
Remotely.
isn't a 40-point game right now. Like,
right. I really like his game.
this is more kind of what we talked about of like, you said you were worried like, oh, they're only down 11. Like that's kind of worrisome. This is kind of more of the, they're shooting bad and you're also playing well. Like they're
Right.
up 18 right now. Or 16 right now. It's kind of fine. Turnover from Josh.
Hart.
Turnover.
Bro, you are a
So
turnover machine,
I'm not
Josh.
gonna lie. The Pacers' MO is just gonna be have Josh Hart be the primary defender.
Literally.
Oh, that's gonna be a foul on Cat. No bucket though. It's gonna be on the floor. No
You know-
bonus yet.
You know, you're better off as a team if you're playing against Josh Hart, and I'm a fan of Josh Hart. I like the kid. But he will give you the ball back.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we're in this spot right now where like double someone off ball.
Like, come on, man.
Cat 34 minutes. That's chat. We're
points.
seeing more regular minutes from the Knicks starters today than normal. 34 minutes for Cat is
That big?
no, that's small.
that's
They're
small.
normally playing like 42, 40.
Okay, that's good then. That's a good thing,
Timeout
then.
from the Knicks. Well, this kind of stuff you got to. I mean, you're gonna need to.
Yeah, I've done what, 14 points?
No, 16.
16, gotcha.
Like this is kind of what you're gonna need. I mean, to come back from 3-1, you need more than just like good games. You're gonna need like great management from Thibodeau because you got to save the legs. Like they play so hard today, and then they're getting on a flight and flying right back to Indiana tonight. I don't know if that's how it works. So real quick, did you play pro NBA basketball? You played overseas. No. I know that. So then
I had tryouts and I had Spurs tryout, Clipper tryout.
Sure, okay. So tell us a little bit about your experience as a pro basketball player and like the mentality. I don't know what travel was like overseas more than anything. So how does that work mentally, and how does that how much? Because baseball's had a big problem right now where people are talking about if they're playing too many games, if they don't get enough breaks because they're playing 182. That's game flight, or 4 games flight, like no days off.
That's very weak.
I personally think they're fine because I don't think baseball is as
they make obscene amounts of money.
Obscene amounts of money.
Country GDP.
Yes, insane amounts of money. Ridiculous. So, but in basketball, how much of is it mentally wearing as a rookie in overseas ball? Was it different than a year in, 2 years in? How much does flying and traveling really affect your game in basketball?
Well, I was in the Philippines, and the region that I played in, there was almost no flying. We did fly when we played some other international teams. But when you're playing overseas, it's like maybe 1 or 2. I was up to 2 Americans on our team.
Okay.
And it's for me, it was easy. So it wasn't like I'm going out there facing a Brunson, an Iverson, or a Stephon Marbury type of player. But you wanted to get the native players involved.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Involved. So as a point guard, that was my job. And of course, when you're playing overseas, it's your pay goes up if you're a great scorer and a great assist man. Good call.
Does that put them in the bonus? Might have had 2 to give.
No, I don't think it did. No, it didn't. But playing overseas it's pro basketball. There are some international teams like in Italy, they were really talented.
Yeah.
Guys,
well, again,
guy can play in
I think like Luka's an interesting one because international talent is at an all-time high. Yeah, all-time high.
This is in here in the NBA now.
Yeah, and to me, it's one of those where real quick, Mikhail gets it out to Josh, who gets it over to OG, needs a 3 chat, misses that one. He's had a couple attempts now. It's going to be the Knicks remain with the ball after a botched rebound. Cat now with Siakam. He drives it up.
Very much.
Oh, shit. And one from Cat. The third and one tonight. Might have got a tech on that one. I'm not going to lie. They love to throw techs on the grown man celebration. That was a tough one, though. Dude, if Mathurin had gotten that block, that'd have been insane. But he doesn't.
He tried to block. That dude is...
That's tiny.
Yeah. He tried.
He did say, get off me. Get off. Dude, Cat is
did.
on one. Cat is on one, chat.
Yeah, I like Cat.
Cat, when he's not bitching, is so much better.
22 and 12, big night.
Oh, my God.
Those are big numbers, man.
9-18.
9-18, yeah. What, 50% from the field?
Yeah. That's all you can ask. They're subbing out.
Yeah, this game's over.
Pascal subbing in.
Yeah, game's over.
Nah. Don't allow it. 16. I've seen crazier. You guys have seen crazier shit.
So over.
Yeah, that's a dagger, chat. If he makes his free throw, and they're in the bonus now.
Yeah.
Any foul, you can't just foul. So Tyrese, it is going to be a wrap-up chat for the starters for the night. Cat getting his free throws. Probably not going to be in much longer either.
No.
I say that. Thibodeau does like to run his guys. This is something people hate about Thibodeau is that he'll play these guys and then they'll get injured in the last 30 seconds. Misses the free throw. Doesn't matter, though.
Cat.
Doesn't matter. TJ McConnell brings it up. Obi Toppin, 3-point attempt. It would be crazy if he made that.
Josh Hart got 50 rebounds.
How many rebounds?
This dude is rebounding everything.
Josh Hart has 11 rebounds.
11 boards.
He got a double-double.
It just looks so much more significant because he's not a big guy.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Man, he up there.
OG, just shoot the 3-point, get it locked in. Cat with another Yam. More buckets for Yam. Cat now with 24. This is a huge game from. It's huge in an elimination game at home.
Yeah, it is.
It'd be sad to go home. Shepard with a 3-point. We're just this is gonna be the rest of the game basically. But I would think that the Knicks are gonna be one of those where the Knicks are gonna be so careful though.
They gotta be
just
the
finish,
same defense.
Finish. They have to. It's gonna. This is a great showing.
When's
chat.
the next game? Saturday or Sunday?
I would think they have a day off. Yeah, so I would think Saturday. They might do Sunday now because they're the only game. More people.
That.
Oh my God, that'd been crazy. Cat with another rebound, misses that one though. I would think that they might give him a day off, 2 days off. flying to Indiana as well.
I know one thing. OKC is chilling on vacation, brother.
OKC, bro, they might go to Bora. They might go to Bora Bora just and then
Why
come
not?
back because they can, man.
Yeah, they can,
Jeez.
right?
I do always kind of wonder what they do. I know a lot of them. Like to be honest, I know a lot of them probably just sit and watch this game because these are the guys they're going to be playing against.
Sure. Yeah, I would. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, in one of those where you don't know, like this could have been the last game, so you're like, I got to be prepped, I got to see. One of those where if the Pacers had ended up winning this game, you would have been taking like plenty of notes as the Thunder.
Absolutely.
I've just been like, oh, okay, so they won this game, but you know, that's 2 games in a row. This being not that we can look forward to the next series, but looking at the next series, the Thunder, it's difficult because like I don't know what to tell you about the Thunder. Like you just have to go and watch like the Nuggets series and be like, all right, what did the Nuggets do that caused them problems? And it's like, all right, you know what the Nuggets did? Jokic had a 50, 20, and 25 game is what, and they lost. Just so you know, and they lost that game. So
those are Jordan-esque, like
dude.
mythos Chamberlain numbers.
Yeah, like I don't know
I
don't know the next time I will see a 50, 25, and 20 game against the number 1 seed.
Maybe on PlayStation.
Yeah, dude. Like those are the types of things that are crazy, that are insane to even talk about.
Right.
So,
right.
and they lost the game. Like, dude.
That's wild. That's
so one of those, like one of those
bro.
were, and then Shea's putting up 41. Like, it is tough
cold
because
piece,
I couldn't tell you what the Achilles heel of the Thunder is because they're deep. They can score. They can score in every spot, and they play great defense. Defense wins championships, chat. It's a common thread amongst all sports. If you can play good defense in soccer, you're not giving up goals. You play good defense in hockey, you're not giving up goals. You play good defense in football, not giving up points, and you're giving your team the ball more often to go up points. Like, so one of those
That's
where
the math, yeah.
like for the Knicks, if we're looking at the Knicks, okay, and they're playing against the Thunder, you've got OG, you've got Cat, you've got like the Jokic talents broken across a couple people, which is good and bad. Because you can do a lot with OG. Obviously, he's not shooting great from 3. But if OG's shooting good from 3 in this game, Chad, they're up probably 25 right now. Like,
yeah.
If the Pacers, dude, like I think the Pacers are probably gonna get blown out.
You think so?
I don't think they're winning a game. I don't know if
Against OKC?
I don't think they're getting swept. Because OKC, I legitimately think OKC is one of those teams that like.
So if
legitimately would give up games to win at home. Like legitimately would be like, it's fine.
I don't. The first championship, they just won it.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. Do they not have a chip at all?
Never.
Jesus, man. That is crazy.
Never.
The Suns not having a chip also sucks.
Yeah.
But the OKC not having a chip is insane.
And they're a newer franchise.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. They just had like, you just think of like their rosters. Like the Suns had a solid.
Wow.
The Suns had a solid like 8 years where they just absolute ass.
Right.
Like not even kind of good basketball.
It was trash.
Like absolute ass.
Back in the day?
Yeah, Barkley.
Oh my God.
Barkley
Paul
left.
Westphal basketball?
Yeah, dude. And then like when Book came in and was a youngin, and it was him and Dragic and Bledsoe. Yeah, it's terrible teams. Terrible teams. Terrible teams.
Fresh out of Kentucky. Fresh
man.
out of Duke or Kentucky?
Kentucky.
Yeah.
My brother ran into him the day, like 2 days after he got drafted.
A Book?
Yeah, because he was like 19.
Okay.
And he was on Mill at he was at the I think he was at the Zips on Mill.
Okay.
He didn't talk to him because he was 19 and my older brother was like 22, so kind of weird.
Yeah.
But one of those where he was there with his buddies and he was like, "Oh, that's a guy that just got drafted to the Suns," and they were like, "Who?" And he was like, "Devin Booker," and they're like, "Oh, I don't know who that is," and he was like, "He's probably gonna be pretty good at basketball." And it's
ended up being great.
Yeah, and it's been pretty good. So one of those where I think it's interesting to see like the players that have been on OKC and how good they've been over. I mean, like, they've been cream of the crop team. There have been a few years where they are bad. Even last year. They were great last year still. I think they were a 2 seed last year. So one of those where, like, they're always good.
Yeah.
So how do you, like, dare I say, I think this team is more complete than the Russ and KD team.
I get it. Yeah. Better coaching too.
And they're built to just, like, they can just grab every draft anyone they want to draft for the next 7 years, like, or trade for a piece by giving. Like, one thing that is interesting about the Thunder is that like they don't have to give up their own assets. They can trade away the Nets pick. They can trade away the Suns pick. Like they don't have to trade away their own first round picks and stuff.
Right.
Or they can trade away their own first round picks and hold on to the unprotected, the unprotected top 12 picks and stuff like that, and like the protected top 12 picks and stuff. And that was crazy. That was a crazy spin around dunk.
That dime was nasty.
So like the Thunder are in a spot where they could literally trade 5 first round picks and get like KD. And you'd be like, holy shit. What are we supposed to do now? Like, and again, I don't know, Chat, I won't say dynasty because they did lose last year with a very similar team. Chet was hurt last year, so a little different.
Right.
And there's always usually kinks in the armor start to show personally after a chip. Like there are plenty of teams that will win a chip and the next year they come out, whether that's, lack of, that grit to want to win another one, whatever it is. But they are a team that is, I 100% thought that it was going to be season Thunder going into the playoffs.
Did you?
Yeah, just because the C's they won last year.
Yeah.
They just got Kristaps back, who was healthier. Like, but now you're like, you look at the Thunder now, or the C's now. My fault.
Yeah.
I don't know what the future holds for the C's now.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Like, I really want to see a Knicks.
Knicks and OKC would be great, and I think that that's a better. This is a crazy outfit, by the way.
What do you mean?
For the interviewer, yeah, like not branded or anything. It's just like a black jumpsuit.
Oh, but the stripes. It was a green and red. What is that brand? Is that Tommy Hilfiger?
Oh, it could be.
Nice outfit.
Just a random.
Was it like a cat suit?
I think it's like I think it's like a full jump. Like I think it's just a one-piece jumpsuit. Anyways, besides the point, Chat. You were saying, C's. You were talking about C's and like future of them. Yeah. Oh no, and then we were talking about Knicks and why I think I personally think that the Knicks are just a better built team to fight the Thunder.
I think they are.
I think the Pacers have the
scrappier.
Yeah, and the Pacers have the ability to surprise, and I think like the Pacers' pace is very similar to like not similar to the 7-second Suns because they don't run at a 7-second Suns, but one of those where like that's the mentality of like, let me go mock speed, 7 games, beat us in 7. Right. Whereas the Knicks do have like the ability to go like 5 games nuclear, where you're like, holy shit, I can't guard Jalen Brunson. Holy shit, I can't guard Cat. Oh my God, now we got to guard OG. Oh my God, now Mitchell's getting rebound. Like they have that kind of firepower to do all of that stuff all the time. So I think that they are built better to beat the Thunder, at least, make it more competitive. I think those games are closer.
Yeah.
I think the Pacers have the ability to have like blowout games back and forth.
I don't think they can keep up with them.
The Pacers? Yeah, I think it'd be tough. Like
it might be the better matchup because see, here's the thing. If OKC plays the Pacers and they're not being aggressive and they're just trying to trade baskets with them, they could be in trouble.
In the Thunder defense, their transition defense is okay. But their set defense is nuts.
Their half-court defense is solid.
You're not like it.
Bro, they blocking everything.
Yeah, you're not getting through anything, ever. You're not driving. Because one of those were like the Nuggets or the Timberwolves, it was like, why are you not just like driving and kicking? And it was like, bro, they can't. Like, it's not feasible. You can't. Like, that's great in theory, Joe. You drive and kick.
But they didn't have, what the Wolves didn't have was a Jalen Brunson, a guy who can handle the ball and get the shot off accurately on most players.
Yeah, and that's why I personally do think that the Wolves might be looking into a KD type of trade, because I do think that the Wolves are at a spot of like, we need someone who like is not going to do anything except score a basketball.
They're not going to win with this team,
They're not. It's just nobody can beat OKC. Like, I don't. It's tough for me to.
What do you think they need? A better point guard?
I just think they need someone to score. A point guard, I think,
is just a serviceable
and
point guard.
And he's old. Like he's so old now. Like he can't handle the ball. I think like one of the things that's interesting with like the way that the West is shifting is like the teams that have good point guards are like Shea is an MVP. The rest of that team, there are like 5 dudes on that team that could play point guard for them because they can all handle the ball and pass. So one of those where even when Shea has a bad game, someone else is picking it up in the assist column. And I think teams like I think the Grizzlies are pretty close to imploding because Ja isn't playing. They're kind of in a weird spot. I think
he's a hot mess.
I think the Pelicans are in the same spot. where like Zion is nuts when he
These
plays,
guys
but he
don't love
doesn't play basketball. Like BI's ready to leave.
Yeah, they don't.
I
love
think like
basketball. The Pelicans are trash.
the
trash.
Spurs are on the. I think the Spurs are,
They're rebuilding.
and I think the Spurs are like 2 years away from being like from Wemby being like, holy shit, like how what do we do to guard Wemby? Like I don't.
Wemby in 2 years? That's scary.
Like he's at a spot right now where it's like, holy shit, like he's gonna dribble and ball handle at the 3-point line and pull up threes.
At 7'3".
And shoot pull up threes with an 8-foot wingspan.
You're not blocking
He's
it.
shooting from 15.
Why would he jump?
He's shooting from 15 foot high. Like that's insane.
His jump shot is fit. My man said his jump shot is 15
Like
feet.
like at some point, like and Wemby has in Wemby's defense, like I thought he was gonna win Depoy his rookie year and win rookie of the year.
Yeah.
And he ended up not. Rudy ended up winning
Rudy
Depoy.
Gobert.
But like they
That was the first time
and they
ever.
have De'Aaron Fox now. Like they're in the
Wait. Darren Fox plays for who?
yeah for the Spurs. The Kings
Oh, that's
traded
right,
him,
yeah,
traded him and stuff for a couple people. And their defense with dude, Sohan like
Darren Fox is nice.
The Spurs are definitely like I think the Spurs could be. I think the
So
Spurs.
you
might,
think in 2 years, 3 years they're contenders?
I think in maybe 3 years they're finals contenders. I think the next 2 years.
Finals contenders?
Yeah, I think the next 2 years. I do think Wemby's gonna be. I personally think Wemby's going to be.
A maniac.
Yeah, like it just like legitimately and not unguardable like every so often. Like he might get to the point where he's the type of guy that'll hold a ball down here and get you to foul him, like Chris Paul, James Harden type foul where you're like, well, I have to put my hand. Okay, I'm gonna get the pull through foul. Like, and he can dunk from the restricted area.
Yeah, he's
Like and
drop step.
and he's got De'Aaron Fox night. That team is nuts. That team is crazy. So I do think like 3 years they could be finals contenders. I think these next 2 years they will definitely be. I think they'll be like Pacers type where they like make a deep run, make a not great deep run or like not so deep run.
Yeah.
But they're like.
They're missing. I think they're missing 2 more players.
I don't know who can defend Wemby. Like legitimately do not know. Like in the playoffs, like if you look at teams right now.
This is Wemby's rookie year, right?
Nah, second year. Wemby, like you look at Wemby right now, you put him on the Knicks.
Yeah.
There is not a single person on the Pacers who can guard Wemby.
No. On the Knicks?
No, if you're putting him on if you put him on the Knicks team.
Oh my God, the Knicks winning championships.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
You
not-
put him on the Pacers, and like OG's the closest to guarding Wemby.
That's not fair.
Like you
That's a cheat code.
you put him on the Thunder right now. I mean, obviously.
You
be
put him
pretty
on
nuts.
Thunder with next to Gobert and that team.
Yeah. Oh, that's the Wolves. That's Wolves.
I'm sorry. What team is that?
The Thunder. I'm saying you put him on the Thunder, which is
That's
crazy,
not
obviously.
fair. I was
But,
like, don't let that happen.
Yeah, you put him on the Thunder next to Jeez, oh my God. You aren't scoring in the paint. You better be shooting middies and threes because you're not getting in the paint and you're not getting anyone in foul trouble. It's like, that's what I'm saying.
That's
So
too much.
Wemby is one of those guys that you literally put him on any team, and because he plays hard defense, because he plays on defense, and because he then uses that to like get into the offensive scheme, like he shoots, like I'm telling you, bro, KD's gonna retire and then go to work with Wemby. And he's gonna teach Wemby, like, hey, bro, here, like Wemby doesn't have a post-game bag right now. He just shoots over everyone. Wemby gets any sort of 7-foot post-game bag, and I swear to God, he's gonna be averaging 40
When
a
do you
year,
think
bro.
KD's gonna retire?
I think after this next contract, whoever it's with, because he's gonna get traded from the Suns. I actually don't know if he'll get traded from the
How many years has he been in the league?
Yeah, I think he's at 20. I think LeBron is at like 2 or 3 more.
22,
Is he at 22 right now?
22,
Yeah, so I think he might be 21 then or something. He's very close. Him, Steph, and KD are all like
Oh wow, how many
Steph,
years has Steph
KD,
been in
and
the league?
Steph, KD. Oh,
18?
probably like 18, 19.
Really?
16.
16 years.
16
And
years,
then
yeah.
what's KD?
17.
Oh,
God
17
damn,
years.
bro. LeBron's been playing for so long. Jesus. Damn, dude. That's insane. Yeah, so I think KD, the one thing that's interesting is that LeBron has now changed the like 40-year-old has to quit type of thing because he still does average enough points and rebounds to be like relevant enough. KD is a very similar. Like KD averaged 29 points this year a game. Yeah, I think 29 or 28, something like that. Maybe 27, like 0.6, like something nuts. Like it was like holy shit. Like he almost won the scoring record at 40. It's pretty wild. That's why like his
Who led the league?
Shea. Shea won the scoring record and the scoring in 26.6. My fault. A little exaggeration. One extra three. Out on 52%. On 43% from three. Like he's in 6 rebounds and 4 assists. And almost a block, almost a steal a game. So like he's I think KD's I think he's almost 40. He's 36. Like so KD has one more year, so he'll be 37. I think after the next he'll only sign 2-year deals, I think, because he wants to hop. He doesn't want to keep staying with teams and stuff like that. And he kind of likes, again, like you said, I mean, he just likes to try out different teams and see. I think he's the end of this contract and one more contract in like maybe one-year deal. If maybe.
Because he's 36, but he has easily 3 more amazing years in his
Yeah, before he's like, especially with the way he plays, like you don't need him to play defense. Like, I mean, he can shoot in it. One of those where it is so.
You can't. He's 70
It's
tall.
so ritual. Like it doesn't matter how good defense you play on him. Like you can, as long as he stays like even decently conditioned, you put him on a team where he doesn't have to run a lot on defense. Like he's probably fine. So I do think it's like 2 contracts and maybe that's it. I think that's kind of where we're at cap wise. Steph,
Where's he going?
I have no idea, honestly. It depends on what the Suns will get. I think they're in a spot where like, I mean, I don't know. I'm personally someone who's like, I don't want to trade KD. Like I understand it's not working, but at the same time, like you're not replacing him you're not replacing 26 points a game, like
with nobody,
and you're not going to get like a 15-point increase from Book getting the ball more often.
He
or
might want to
like
get
that.
like a draft pick.
I think you could get him like you could get like bottom of the starter totem pole type of guy.
Okay.
Like you could go and get like a cream of the crop defender because you're going to be trading them a cream of the crop
Offensive
scoring.
weapon.
Yeah,
Sure.
so you're like, okay, like that's why I think the Wolves are in an interesting spot because they play really good defense. They're super deep. KD wouldn't have to play a ton of minutes. Like you could sub in people like Nas Reed for him to get him a break and stuff like that.
Did you see KD in Memphis?
I don't know. I think Memphis is so far, like, I think they are. I just don't know what they're doing. Like, they were building around Ja, and now they have so many problems with it that like you can't.
The kid had so much promise. I'm just like, I can't. I get so tick and tired of it. I just can't take it. I'm like, bro, he's an idiot.
Yeah, and so that's the only reason. Like, I think like let's look at the NBA. We'll wrap it up here, chat. Like bad teams, bad teams. Okay. I don't think he's going cross country. I don't think he wants to be in the East. It's got to be teams that are like close because he doesn't want to spend time rebuilding. Like the Pistons are looking like on the up. Orlando, same thing, like looking on the up.
He went to the Bucks.
But Giannis, I think is. I think he's leaving. Dame's in that weird spot with the blood clot stuff where like he doesn't. Yeah, and like he doesn't. Like that type of stuff is so difficult to plan that like you don't. Yeah, like it'd be great if he played, but like you don't know if he's gonna play. So because they were pretty good this year. I mean they were the 5 seed. Like they did well, and then they almost. I mean they didn't really almost beat the Pacers, but one of those where Dame didn't play, so it's tough to be like, oh, they beat the Pacers. So one of those were, or they beat the Bucks. So I think it's one of those things where, I personally think that KD would be open to going to the Bucks to play with Dame. I want the Suns to get Giannis really badly. Because I would want Giannis driving with Book and the 3-point shooting they have. Like, I think the way Book plays with someone who can go and get them in the bonus early is incredibly beneficial.
I think I agree with you. But I think for Giannis, it's still a stalemate in that regard because they're not getting to the finals with that team unless they add another additional. Which is
kind of where I think if you can get the biggest, it's like it sucks ass because like. I personally really like Bradley Beal. I think Bradley Beal, he's a God-loving guy. He puts everything. He lost family. And I just personally think I like him as a person. I've talked to him. He's come through my Chick-fil-A before, and we've talked to him, and he's like,
good guy.
And I just, I say this for everyone and for every pro athlete. Like, yes, I understand that you're a millionaire. Like, you've got your problems don't even. You've got mental problems are the same, but your daily problems are so vastly different, bro. Like, I don't buy food on a daily because I don't have the money to buy food. Like, that is a constant problem, okay? Because I'm always, I'm doing whatever. Yeah. These guys in that problem, totally different. But like the mental, like Bradley Beal has played basketball for 35 years of his life, of his
whole existence.
Yeah. I mean, like, 35 years of the 30, probably 7 or 8. Like, he started playing at 3 years old. Like, those guys are putting basketballs on little hoops and stuff like that. So when you come somewhere and it's like absolute ass, and I know you as a guy, just talk, like, I don't know you, but you're cordial with me. You're nice to the people at Chick-fil-A. You're nice to us, and you're like, we mess up on your stuff. You're like, like, don't worry about it, man. Like, that's the type of person that, in my head, I'm like, you're probably, a fairly normal guy. You're probably a regular guy. Like, if you didn't play basketball, you'd be a regular dude. Like, you're not an a-hole to me about whatever. Because we get plenty of those. We have plenty of pros that come in that are just a-holes, and you're like, yeah, I won't say guys' names, obviously, because I want to out people. Sure. But there's a YouTuber who's come through before, and I like trying. He works with a guy named Destroying, which is like a football. I don't know if you've ever seen Destroying's video. He's like a football YouTuber, super popular. Yeah. And that guy, absolute asshole. Like, just straight up asshole. Absolute asshole. Like, he's not fun to talk to. You just feel like you feel like you're doing something wrong when you talk to him, and it's so awkward and like weird because then you're trying to like take his order and then it's just an asshole. So Brad isn't like that. So I can't imagine the mental just like how shit it must feel to come somewhere getting paid. I mean, granted, you're getting paid $250 million damn dollars, but every time someone sees you, you probably think that they're being fake. Like, oh, can I get a photo with you, Brad? And you're like, bro, yeah, I guess. Like, sure, dude, I get a photo with you. When in reality, like, you're probably thinking that guy's just making fun of you all the time behind your back. And then you go to social, you can go on, granted, I know they actually teach plenty of people now to not go on social media as pros because it's just like destroy your mental. Yeah, destroy your mental. Like, sure. So one of those where I know that they like teach people that, but like, there's no way to avoid it. No. They're on TikTok. They got one coming through where it's making fun of Brad, I'd venture to guess. You hop on a game, like on 2K, it'll tell you if it's a real pro player, and they can't change their name. It just says Bradley Beal. Like, so you know that guy is like hopping. You know you're getting messages. You gotta like. I gotta think that like all of the stuff that I enjoy doing on a daily basis is probably fairly difficult.
Oh, theirs is always compromised.
Yeah.
Completely.
Like, you go at it. You have to do anything, and then you go to like a family event, bro, and people see you like, and they know you're there for a family event. I gotta think you've had a couple run-ins where people are just making fun of you at a family event. You're like, bro, fuck off. Like, I'm trying to spend time with my family, bro. Like, what are you doing? Torrey Craig came through my Chick-fil-A one time wearing like Louis Vuitton and like super designer shit. Like the year after they went to the finals. And in my head, I was like, dude, I want to say what's up to Torrey Craig. And then he was like there with his kid. And I was like, I'm not going to say what's up. He's here with his kid. He's just spending time with him. Like, you get that shit all the time, I'd venture to guess. Like, and I was like, yeah, like, this is just a guy. He's a regular dude. He's a human, regular guy. Yeah. So it's one of those where if we didn't have the dog shit Bradley Beal contract, like, I say all that just to say, Bradley Beal's contract blows ass. And there's no way to get off it. Until that is over, I don't know what can be done. Dude, something. They're playing like 260 and they're paying him like $100 million next year. Like, it's something ridiculous. And he has a no trade clause. 5-year, $250 million. He's getting paid. This year he got paid $50 million. God damn. Jesus, bro. Yeah, the next. God bless America. Holy shit. 53 and then 57, bro.
And they're taxing.
Yeah, that's league tax, though. This is how much of the. I believe this is how much.
So where is his current?
This is cap hit, every year. By year. So he was getting paid 43, then we paid him 46, 50, 53, 57. And he has a player option. That's not a team option. That's a player option. So people are assuming
he's swimming in money.
Yeah, people are assuming he's going to pick up his player option because it's his decision to pick it up or not. Because like sometimes guys will say no if like the team absolutely sucks. But like,
what is he averaging?
His career? Or you mean like numbers wise, like scoring and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
I mean,
scoring assists, rebounds. This past season.
granted, he did get put down to the bench, which was tough, but 17, which he is efficient. 17, 50. Yeah. With three boards, 3 assists, and 3. It is legitimately, which again is why people are saying I'd have to see the team without KD to be able to say like Brad doesn't. But he only played 53 games.
He's been with you guys for 2 years.
Yeah, he's only played a total of 106 games though, out of the.
Wait. 82 game season. Man only played 50.
Yeah, that's the problem with Brad. It's not that he's not good. It's that he literally doesn't play basketball. He was here the whole season. Played 53 games. He missed 30 or 29 games.
See that
And like Book,
that's ridiculous. How many times? What's Booker at? Guys don't even play basketball.
yeah, I think Book played nearly every game this year. Yeah, he played 75 games.
25 games. That's wonderful. He's averaging 20.
Yeah, 25 on 46, and then he was averaging 7 assists this year. Yeah, 25, 7 and 4, with almost a steal. So one of those where it is interesting because
But how are you missing 20 games?
30,
Huh?
30.
He missed 30 games. How many games he missed that Bradley Beal played last year?
53. Yeah, 53. Just 53. He finished the season.
Wait. Is it games played for the season?
Yeah, he played, and then he came over to.
He played 82 showdown?
Yeah, it's been 7 years since he played a full season, or even close to a full season. Like, bro, he played
a full season twice.
60. Yeah, he's played full season twice. Which, granted, full season like normally you have like some type of problem. That's why like 75. I'm like, it's fine. Like he missed a few games. I'm not too worried about it.
If he plays 70 plus games, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. You're missing
But
a
50?
few. Yeah, I mean, he started out the league playing 56, got hurt, played a full season the year after, played close to a good season, missed nearly half season,
How would you give that man back?
which didn't make sense. But the reason the Wizards gave him that much money was so that when his contract finished, they could just move off of him, and then they'd have the ungodly amount of space to hire anyone else they wanted. Whereas the Suns, it was like in Matt Ishbia, the guy who owns the Suns, was like, they asked him like, would you ever Matt Ishbia? They were like, would you ever just buy him out this year? They're like, would you ever just buy out his the $150 million you owe him? Would you ever just buy that out? And he was like, if I have to, and it was like, that's it, dude. That's Devin.
But you guys are billionaires. That's nothing.
But that's Devin Booker's contract. That's his entire contract. Like, that's insane. And so that's the spot that
I don't know
they
how
don't have a
Bradley
coach.
I don't know how Bradley Beal has been able to leverage that because
in his like 26, 27 year, he did average 30. Yeah, went kind of nuts. 26 is good. Like, he averaged 26 the year before that. Like, it ramped up for those 3 years. But they didn't make the playoffs. So, or they made the playoffs one time. Yeah. And then he came to us and is averaging 18, in the same amount of minutes. Like, that's the part that's worrisome is like, all right, your minutes didn't change. Like,
53 games.
yeah, exactly. Like, are we count? Like, yeah, you averaged 23. You played 40 games. Like, Book played 75 and averaged 26. Like, yeah,
That's crazy.
KD's averaged above 25. Holy fucking shit! He's had 1 year where he didn't average more than 25. Is the old,
30.
no, that's minutes. That one, yeah. 27, yeah. Yeah, I think he averaged, 30, 32. I mean, he's never averaged, his efficiency's crazy. He's never shot. He hasn't shot.
He ain't playing a lot of games.
That was he got traded to the Nets. He was playing with them and then got traded to the Nets because that's 2020, 2021.
If you look at the guys games played, these guys don't play games.
No. I mean, yeah, KD played last year. He played a lot. But when we traded for him, at the beginning of the year, yeah, he didn't play at all. The Nets, that last year with the Nets, he played 39. Which, granted, he also tore his Achilles. He tore his Achilles with the Warriors.
KD?
Yeah, with the Warriors, and then they traded him, and he didn't play until late in the season with the Nets. So one of those were like a little different. But if he's not playing games, at least he's averaging 27.
When he plays, he's killing.
Yeah, at least when you get that means when he plays a basketball game, more often than not, he's getting 27 points in the game, which is crazy. So one of those where the Suns are just in a weird spot because it's like you can't get rid of Brad really unless you pay him off. Which if you want to pay him off, cool, sick. Then what do you do? Now you're just down a guy, so now you're just paying him out. You're not trading him because he's not going to sign a contract with you because he doesn't like you, so he's not going to sign a contract. So now he's going somewhere else. So you don't have any leverage at all with him. Then you have KD and Book. You just shelled out $150 million to pay this guy. What is your decision then after that? Are you like, well, let me go buy another $100 million guy, or are you like, oh, let me go get a $40 million guy? Because it's not like you can just get extra starters. The reason they're starters on other teams is because they're starters on other teams. Teams aren't just willing to give away those guys or buy out their guys. Yeah, so one of those where it's like you buy him out and then are you downgrading? And you're fine with the downgrade? Are you upgrading because you don't have them? One of those where they're just in a terrible spot. But we're gonna wrap it up there, chat. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Appreciate you, Dad. Appreciate you, Mark. Pretty low-key stream today. Low-key, and then I don't know what happened with the internet, so we dropped in the middle of it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened, but appreciate you guys for stopping by. Thank you again, Derek, for stopping by. Appreciate it. Obviously, we'll try and have you back for, if it goes to Game 7.
Gotta be back for Game 7,
Dude, I gotta have Denzel in here, too.
But
I already know if we have Denzel in here, we will not speak about the game. We'll play-by-play. And Denzel, we'll have Denzel, I'll mic Denzel up on like a audio, like a crowd mic. And we'll have Denzel sit over there. I'll do the play-by-play. Denzel, or we'll call Denzel in from somewhere else. But hopefully it goes 7 because I am interested in just another Game 7.
Yeah.
I think it'd be entertaining to see another Game 7. Obviously, Pacers getting walloped in this game. You see the Knicks come out and just do kind of what we saw. Again, we've seen a couple times. And the series number when it comes to record is a little bit off-putting because it's 3-2 now. It was 3-1, but easily could have been 3-2. Could easily be 3-2 in the Knicks' favor right now. Could have easily been 2-2 if they had just ended up winning that game. But at the end of the day, they lost it.
It is what it is.
Got to win 3 in a row now. You got the first one. You got 2 more to get. You're going back to Indiana.
If New York wins in Indy, they're winning the series.
All right. We appreciate you guys stopping by. Hopefully you guys have a blessed one. And then we'll be back. I probably won't do the game tomorrow, but I will do the game. Might do the Pacers game. Oh, my bad. There's no other game. Yeah, there's another game. I was thinking Thunder back and forth. We've been every other day for so long now that I was like, oh, we got another game. But appreciate you guys. If you guys haven't already, you guys go and sub to me over at my Milkman channel as well. I'll be probably doing a live stream for my gaming stuff tomorrow because I'll be a free day. I haven't had a free day in a minute. So I say that I think I'm supposed to go to my parents' house tomorrow actually. So maybe not. But besides the point, thank you again, Derek, for stopping by. Always a pleasure to have you. Again, I'm gonna look to do a podcast soon with you as well, so we can sit down and kind of break down some different sports stuff and some gaming stuff because I do think it'd be fun to start. I kind of want to start a gaming podcast and talk about I don't really know what, but I think it'd be fun to kind of start that realm and continue to
let me know. I can join
work on different looks and stuff. So appreciate you. Hope you guys have a blessed one. Spread love, spread joy, and we shall see y'all in the next stream. All right, peace.
Hey.